9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hi guys, welcome to the stream. Yes, we are here for another episode of Destiny. Yes, your players are messing with my Destiny. Definitely. So the question is whether or not I can achieve my targets, win the title, win the Champions League, win the Pokal. Yes, all of those players are waiting to stop me. You are waiting to stop me. The goal of this stream is really simple. Do well, win the title, win trophies while playing against players that have been boosted. Your players. Your players are boosted in the game using spin the wheel, using channel points. So you guys just come in and put 200 CA, 200 PA players across clubs hoping that they will stop me. And they certainly have. Over the last few seasons, I've been playing for more than 20 seasons now. I've only won the title like 5 times. And the Pokal quite a few times, but the Champions League has always eluded me. Been to the final of 4 or 5 times already, and each time I face one of those super teams. And those super teams, somehow or another, manage to find a way to break me down. And I'm hoping that sooner or later we will win the Champions League. And although I have won the Champions League in Football Manager, I think I have, because I tend to simulate tactics quite a lot. And so whenever I put in a tactic and I simulate it, the team wins the Champions League, wins all the titles, and I'm going like, yeah, right. I didn't do it myself. It's my tactic. I didn't have to play. And that was the objective of the weekend stream, right, guys? That's what we did on the weekend. We simulated a lot of tactics to prove that there is a formula that you can use, and that will be the goal of my next video. The next video that goes on Bustthenet Gaming, the channel that I stream content on, it will be there. Whenever you do evergreen videos which can be used for any version of Football Manager, they take time to edit, because you gotta kind of test it out with all the other Football Manager versions. And I'm pretty certain that so far it's been working, and the goal now would be to put it down in a video in a format that you guys will find easy to digest. Hopefully it's doesn't feel like going back to school, which I don't want it to do. So yeah, we're going to get that video out. I've been debating the format the last couple of days. I have done the voice, laid down the tracks and the voice, but every time I step away, I get a different perspective. And if I watch other people's videos and how they approach topics like this, I see different ways they do it. So I'm trying to, I am revisiting the video a few times. My only challenge is making that video less than 30 minutes. If you remember, my team instructions video was quite long, right? It ended up being a stream because there's so much to cover in that video. And yes, I know that you guys have asked about transitions as well, so we'll get another one done on that. There will be a few videos coming out. Just that these kind of videos, they can't be done in a flash. I can do them on a stream, but then they are staggered, right? So talking about one topic, then we will have to wait while I play a game, and then in that game I have to wait for the actual example to come, and then you can see it. Problem is, nobody has time to watch a 3-hour stream and link those two together, right? So an incident might happen in the I might come up with a plan before the game starts, and then you see it happening. I think the last stream I explained about opposition instructions as well. So yeah, we have a video. I plan to do a video on opposition instructions too. There was quite an interesting discussion yesterday with Say It Out Loudly, right? On YouTube, he thought that the opposition instructions they don't stick, and I kept saying they do. It just if you set it by position, they do. So I'm glad that we got that cleared up during the stream. Took a while. Yeah, thanks for popping in the stream. Hope you guys are having a good day. Oh yeah, today will be the day. I think this week should be the week where English Premier League clubs find out if they have run foul of the PSR rules as well. clubs like Manchester United, Leicester City were dog points last season, Everton were dog points last season, right? So this season, people are looking at Manchester United. Naturally, Man City don't fall into that category because their charges that have been leveled against them come from a period before that. So they're looking at the 24 season and the 21 season, 21-22, since 21 to 24, I guess. Yeah. So probably explains the reason why Man City didn't go out and pay lots of money for players last couple of seasons, because they probably felt that they might get into trouble, which explains why they sold so many of the players, right? So that they can not run afoul of PSR rules, because there are 115 charges that were leveled against them. They're quite serious. And if Everton and Nottingham Forest were docked so few points for what purportedly was infractions that were not as serious as the ones leveled against City, then you can just imagine what the punishment for City is going to be like. What, relegation? Okay, so this will be interesting. Hey, Shaw, how are you, man? Welcome to the stream. Yes, I am doing well. Good morning, Raf. How are you? Welcome to the stream, guys. We're not about to start until more of you show up. Yeah, so we're just shooting the breeze, talking, hoping that you guys are okay. I just discovered I don't have enough water for today's stream. Yeah, man, it's just a bit of water. Hold on, I'm ask for help. Okay. Yep. I just asked for help. Mamouche for 50 million is a bargain, though. He's like an ideal Salah replacement. Yeah, the thing is this, right? Typically, teams in the January transfer window the transfer market hasn't been that active. If you look at the total spend for the last 10 seasons, it's in the millions. That's it, 580 million at most, right? The last 7 seasons for the January transfer window. But the summer transfer window is like 2.7 billion. So if you look at the numbers, the likelihood of clubs going into the January transfer window to sign players, we had an outlier year when I think that was the season when Fernando Torres, Andy Carroll, the ones, we saw Liverpool, right? That was one outlier of a season. That was, I think, the only season where there was a lot of signings in the January transfer window. In most other seasons, you don't see a lot of spending. So I don't know. I mean, like, City signing somebody in January, I still think is remote. I still think it's very remote. I don't think it's going to happen. Liverpool signing someone in January, also remote. I doubt Liverpool are going to go into the market and go and sign someone. I think most of these clubs are going to wait for the summer transfer window. What's the plan for today's stream? You're going to put the Everton tactics in Dropbox folder? No, not yet. No. Phil, when I do the videos, then I put it out. Yeah. The Everton tactics when I'm doing on the stream, I'm not putting them into the Dropbox video just yet. There's no plan to do that. Not yet. I have to finish the video and then I'll put in the tactics. Yeah. Because I need to put in the tactic. Because that stream was you guys only saw the simulation that I did during the stream. The methodology that was in my head, I kept it to myself because I want to do it I want to explain the methodology first. Because the thing I find, and this is something that I think should apply to anyone who's trying to become to use tactics in the game of Football Manager, is if you download a tactic and you go stick it in, unless you have a framework, right, you're never going to get good. So what happens if the tactic fails? You're just going to download another tactic, right? I mean, to be honest, let's just look at it this way. I've spoken to many people about this. I mean, when I had the time, I was coaching quite a lot, so helping a lot of you guys one-on-one. So I used to ask a lot of you guys out there. So what do you do when you need to make a change? Very few people actually change tactics. Like most people had this, like, I'll change a player or make a substitution. Things like changing mentality was something that people are struggling with. And I was like going, wow, the easiest thing in the game to do is to change mentality, because it is the one instruction in the game that has an effect on 6 things. Yay, I got my water. I'll bite a smaller bottle. Hey, colors, man. Green, blue, yellow. I just realized, wow, this is a fun stream. We're colorful today. Hey, happy Pongal, everyone. To those who don't understand the reference, Pongal is a festival celebrated among Indians who are basically Tamil by origin. It is a celebration of the end of the winter solstice and the coming of spring. So, plenty of food. That's how I see it. It's not like, it's a bit like, I won't say it's Taipusam. Taipusam is different, yeah. But this is about, like, like Chinese have the harvest festival, right? So a lot of cultures around the world, they celebrate the end of winter and the arrival of spring with different kinds of festivals. You notice every culture has it. So for the Indians in in India, and basically most of the Tamils around the world, they celebrate Pongal. Yeah, Pongal. Happy Pongal. It's kind of a cool thing. I mean, if you look at different cultures and how they celebrate the end of winter and start of spring, yeah, it's kind of cool, no? Yeah, and then they will, in India, what will happen is like because they revere cows, right? So the cows' horns will be, they color the cows' horns, they deck the cows up in colorful attire or paint it. Yeah, it's quite a colorful, and it's I think the festival lasts for a few days. Yeah, it's just I'm all for the holidays, man. Yeah, January transfer window is a window for emergency, but many teams are in need of players now. Madrid, Arsenal, I know. I think the thing is, right, for most of these clubs, even though they are in need of players, yeah, I have yet to see. I mean, there have been seasons where Arsenal were desperate for a player, January transfer window, no moves. Liverpool especially. How many seasons have we seen Liverpool desperately need someone? I think doesn't really happen. Yeah. So let's see what happens. I know that Garnacho has been slapped with a 40 million transfer fee, right? I mean, there's basically United. So you want Garnacho, pay 40, and Napoli seem to be interested. And then we're looking at Liverpool. Apparently, Mamouche is a topic of discussion. There's something about Shumani over at Real Madrid. Yeah, I mean, all these publications, all these websites, they got to sell eyeballs. Yeah, they have to sell eyeballs. So they'll come up with stories, even if there's a remote grain of truth in them, they'll come out. I mean, people want you to go to their websites. Just like me, I want people to come watch my videos, right? So I put up a really bright thumbnail and say, CA traits get, CA eats up, traits eat up your current ability. How many people are going to run for the video? Everybody, I put something sensational out there, people are going to come. Because why? I want eyeballs. So websites do the same thing. Like, you might have a website that suddenly comes up and says, you know what? They do a fantastic simulation. I mean, they do fantastic in inverted commas, right? Okay, so, and then tactics don't work, or these attributes don't work. Why do they do that? I mean, they want eyeballs, people actually coming to their websites. Sometimes people just want huge numbers because controversy sells. So during the January transfer window, there's a lot of these stories that go out on websites around the world. I mean, I remember I was doing coverage of professional football for well over 10 years, and I tell you something, whenever the January transfer window would come around, we'd be like, yeah, right, okay. We would be happy because we have something to talk about during the show. But and then internally we'd be going, yeah, they need players, they should sign, but in our hearts we know it's not going to happen. But the discussion is what we want. We want people to watch us, right? So I don't think there's going to be much. We'll see. Some clubs will sign, some clubs won't. I mean, PSG, they've got money rolling in. They don't have any PSR rules in France. So France, PSG, hey man, it's a rich man's club, rich man's toy. Yeah, all these rich man club, rich man Toy, I probably expect them to be signing. Al Hilal are going to be looking for a player. They're a rich man's club, rich man's toy, right? So there are no PSR rules there. But in England, there are PSR rules. So selling players in from English clubs definitely might happen, because it's great when we start the year off and then we have a surplus in our budget. It allows us more latitude in the summer transfer window. So you might see more sales. Yes, those players need to go somewhere. But I'm talking about the Premier League. Premier League is unique in the sense that it's got these PSR rules that run from January to December, right? So from January to December, they've got to be careful of their spending, right? Okay, so if a club spends a lot of money in the January transfer window, they're handicapped in the summer transfer window. So in the January transfer window, prices are higher. Demand, clubs don't typically want to let their players go at that point unless they're really useless, right? Or they may not be playing, they want to knock them off, cheap. Yeah, fine. I'm talking about the Premier League now. I'm not talking about the rest of Europe. The rest of Europe doesn't have. Most of the other clubs in Europe don't have PSR rules. Spain only has the wage, basically like kind of a wage cap. That's about it. So when I'm looking at England specifically, players going out, very likely. The players will go, they'll sell some players because it'll put them in a great driver's position. But will they buy? I'm not so sure. So clubs like Manchester United might offload a few players just to bring in a couple so that the books are balanced. It's a game now a lot of clubs are playing. So watch the window. Ever since they had these PSR rules, things have become quite different. And then now the English Premier League have got they like to think they have more teeth, right? And plus they're gonna have an independent regulator coming soon as well to sit on top of the clubs. You can imagine right now how careful these clubs are with their spending patterns. So I expect them to be very cautious with their spending patterns. Yeah, exactly. Nottingham Forest was smart. They didn't sell their players. No, remember Forest went out and got a lot of players in, right, at that point, and they almost got into trouble financially. So look at Chelsea, another good example. Chelsea as well. They went out and bought a lot of players. So a lot of these clubs, they watching the way they spend. And January transfer window, England, mark my words, there'll be more sales than there are purchases. The rules should be the same all around the world. They're not, man. They're never the same all around the world because rich people live in different parts of the world. The rules are different in France and the rules are different in Saudi Arabia. Of course, they're different. Yeah. And then we've got these rules in Spain that seem to favor the top two clubs, Real Madrid and Barcelona, above all the other clubs. Yeah, there's a lot of funny things happening in the world. Like Turkey also has got funny rules. All these, and then sometimes at the top they've got a very dodgy guy leading the league. Some leagues are like that. They got a dodgy personality leading the league. Look at Greece, man. Greece has got his own stories as well. If you can, one of the Greek owners is actually an owner of one of the English clubs, right? You should go and check, Google his backstory, man. You'll find out there's a lot of funky things in his backstory. Yeah, there's a lot of funny things. I mean, I only want to pay attention to the football nowadays. I'm done with all this already. I can't do it anymore. Man. Yeah, Champions League, FFP, but have you seen them go in there and exercise their power with a financial fair play? Honestly, has anybody seen what the Champions League is more interested in these? See, for the Champions League, right? If they were tomorrow to say punish Manchester City, right? Or say punish any of the top class, like Real Madrid, Barcelona, PSG, suddenly they go like, oh my god, our coverage not so good anymore. Why do you think? Look at the World Club Cup. They gave Inter Miami a place in the finals. They gave Inter Miami a place in the World Club Cup. Even they were knocked out because they have to be the champions of the North American continent first, right? Before you get invited to this competition. But no, before they got knocked out early, right? But they had the invitation before that. It's not about who's at the top. It's about the clubs and who they have. Because, I mean, as far as they're concerned, if people are here to see Haaland, not Daljit Singh leading some Geylang International in the World Club Cup. Yeah, the Turkish league is scandal all the way. The Turkish league, the Greek leagues, they're all loaded with scandal stories. The gangsters in the Greek leagues, yeah, threats and all that. You what? In the Greek league is worse. In Greece is even worse. No, you go and find out all the stories about the Greek clubs. How things can what are the stakes for when two clubs play? Yeah, I tell you, there's a lot more into this world, man. Football is. I just like to just watch the game and I ignore what is happening around the world. But yeah, that's the best way to approach it. So I just look at tactics, makes things simple. Mourinho is leaving. I think Mourinho has had enough of Turkey. He's begging for sides to pull him out. He's begging for some English club. In a sense, he's waiting for something to drop in his lap and gets him out of Turkey as soon as possible. Because he's already said it. He just hates Turkey. He's publicly stated that he dislikes managing in Turkey. He's already said it. He basically told the press off at the time. There was an interview. Mourinho turned around and said, he's not interested in the press. He's not interested in getting it. Mourinho is suffering in Turkey. He wants to leave as ASAP. So when I look at all these leagues, January transfer window comes around the corner, I'm looking like, okay, we just chill, have fine wine, drink. Excuse me. We'll just chill, have Coca-Cola. Sheesh. Should have said that too. We'll just chill and have some soda because people might think otherwise, right? Okay, so what are we doing today? We are going to be you guys are messing with my destiny. So what has happened, right? So out of curiosity, on the last stream, on the weekend stream, I made a low block 5-2-2-1, gave it to Arsenal. They finished in European spots. Not only that, they beat Liverpool in the FA Cup final. Amongst other things, they also played a 4-3-3. They ended up in Europe. They played a 4-4-2. They ended up in Europe. They played a 4-2-3-1. They ended up in Europe. We had a lot of fun, right, making tactics. So I showed you guys. Actually, I had a lot of fun. You guys were just watching because I was doing background work for my next video. And I didn't reveal any secrets, and I'm still not revealing anything until the video drops. There will be a video that drops. Hopefully, I get it done this week. It's a bit complicated. But meanwhile, back on Destiny, we used the 5-2-2-1 last time around. And it was funny. So we had this 5-2-2-1 that I planned. Okay, so we go into the game. We use this tactic, right? 5-2-2-1. It was kind of fun. We played our first game of the season because we are playing against Cologne, our bogey team, and it wasn't too bad. The goal was to create a system that is defensively solid and generates a lot of crosses. So that was my goal. So here we go. First goal, Jacobs out to Luka, finds Bravo. Bravo gets into the area, sends it to Jacobs, high XG chance. So great start. Then, of course, when you have a wing play, there's going to be a lot of set pieces. And luckily, Bravo gets a goal and an assist. And then we got this goal from the opposition. This was after we conceded, I realized my trigger press intensity was too high. I lowered it, and lo and behold, we scored our next goal. So we had two set piece goals, which is very common if you create a tactic which is wing based. If you have a wing based tactic, then you're gonna get a lot of set pieces too. So during this match, I didn't even use the set piece instruction, right? So looking at this match, again, the stats, looking at all the stats for the game, I wasn't surprised when we generated, we did what we did. So let me customize, let me look at some of these numbers here so that you guys can see whether we can give you more. Okay, all right. I think I can, that should be enough. Yeah, okay. So in terms of corners, we have 7 corners. You can't really tell from here what all the set pieces are. And so in terms of the analytical data, teams, shots, I was focused on this cross from Bayer Lev. So these were all, literally we are pinging the box with crosses, right? So these are all crosses that we're pinging the ball with. So I think whenever you do any kind of a tactic, right, you gotta be aware of basically the frame of your tactic. Let's get CR7's opinion on the glass of wine or bottle of Coke. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna stick with this tactic. I like, you've been here long enough. You know I'm an all-out attacking player. I like my streams be entertaining. I love creating tactics. But before we go, there's another thing I want to talk to you guys about. Okay. These guys, they are, we're going to have to talk to them first. We got to interact and warn them about their training first. Point finger. Cannot ignore low numbers like this. This guy, we should just, I'm planning to let him go. So I'm going to warn him. I'm going to be harder on him. Yeah. Yep, done. Okay. All right. Interesting discussion. Interesting discussion that happened. I was privy to a discussion between a few people, and they asked this question. All right, I don't know where I should. Maybe I should load another game. Let me save this game. I better load another game first, in case. I don't want to mess with this, but we can load the other games, right? We'll load one of your games. Yeah, I don't have to use my game then. I'll explain why I'm loading the other game, because I don't want to mess with data in this game, or I don't mess with the attributes in this game. But what we're about to do is to mess with the attributes of another save. We'll take this. I hardly ever play with these games. Oh no, we can use somebody else's save since I've never played with that save. All right, okay. The question is this. Somebody asked this question. Do traits cost CA? No, they don't. But I'll have to show it to you. Okay, so essentially what happens is this. You go to any player. Okay, let's show to this guy, right? So he's a Giovanni Lo Celso. Oh no, I can't adjust his game because he doesn't have an editor applied. Let's pick another game. So I have to pick one of mine then. We'll pick Real Madrid. Okay. All right, we'll pick Real Madrid. Hopefully the editor is enabled because we need to have editor enabled. Okay, his editor is enabled. Okay, so we come into this game, we'll just pick one of these guys, Camavinga, right? Okay. All right. Okay, so let's look at his CAPA. Oh no, from here. Okay, CAPA 171, 181. Okay. Now the thing is, somebody said, does traits eat into CA? They don't. You can give a player all the traits he wants. Okay. All right. All the traits he wants, and it will not affect his CA. So if now he's 171, let's just give him all these traits. Okay. All right. Just give him like all the traits in the world. Okay. All the traits in the world. Okay, 171 was his CA. Bang. Now you come inside, you see the recommended CA. So whenever you change something in the game, you'll have a recommended CA. So if I were to change his composure, for example, to say 20. All right. Now, you see that recommended CA is 173. So what happens now is, okay, so you can see if I add like agility 20, you can see his recommended CA goes up. Now the thing about this game that a lot of people don't seem to realize is that there are weights. I mean, there are some hidden weights or attributes. Very few people are aware of that. So now, if you give a player all the CA in the world, it does not affect his give a player all the traits in the world, it does not affect his CA. Okay, so that's the first thing. Now, so the only thing that CA, when giving a player traits, okay, is going to, the only thing it affects, so if you go to squad, right, oh, shucks, we haven't done training for this thing. Yeah, I know, we're just using this for some simulation. All right, so let's say if I came in here and I gave this player Alvaro Carrillo, right? So they all got training at the moment, right? So let's just change the training, go to rest, hit double intensity, go to the squad now, all still medium, right? So now we go to the training calendar just for this week. Now we have to intensify this tactic a bit more. So general, so I can show you the effect. So we go general resistance, whatever this is. The physical, let's just put resistance, let's put another one inside here just for the fun of it. Again, just make this whole week harder. Okay, all right, so some of them are medium. Now if I were to go, now we got to click one more day. Okay, boom boom. Okay, go to the squad. All right, so now we've got to change some of the players. Okay, so if we go in and we start training this guy, so now I go in here and I tell him to do specific training, ball playing, defender, if I'm not mistaken. So now focus, we add focus, defense. You see that? Becomes heavy, right? Okay, now if I go in and give him trait training as well, all right, training and add a trait. Now we just assume that what is he? Another thing about traits, right? It depends on his attributes, right? So if he has the attributes, then we can train him. Shucks, can't. Gotta find a new one. You have to find something that he can do. I think let the play a simple passing game. Yep, okay, right. Okay, never mind. Just set it and go. Simple passing game. Okay. So thing is, when you start giving a player a trait to learn, oh, it doesn't show. What about this guy? David Alaba is 31. He won't learn a trait. This guy, Carrillo, development training. Okay, give him a trait. What's his position? Defender. His off the ball is good. Movement training. I think. This guy. Does he have a? You have to see. He has to have the attributes for you to train the trait. What can he do? Marking. He's got marking, so getting to tight mark. Okay, general defending training. Start throw himself, stay on feet, mark opponent style. Yep. Okay, so he's got the attribute for marking. You see that? So because he has the attribute for marking, you can train him marks opponent tightly. Okay, so now we continue one more day. You come in squad here. So we got this guy learning a trait, right? So it's heavy. You see this? Okay, intensity. Now I will remove this. Okay. Okay, give him none. All right. Notice it's still heavy. Why? Because he's got this on, right? So if I take this out, see that, right? If I take this out now, training, and I remove this, right? Cancel. Go forward. Squad. Look at him now. Alvaro Carrillo, medium intensity. One more time we do it, right? Now I don't go holiday a day. I don't go forward a day. So training, we give him a new trait. Oh, great. Now we can't. Because I have to load the game again. No, just to show you. All it does, okay, all trading does is increase the intensity. I can't. So we'll load the game. Okay, we'll load this game again. I think it was Real Madrid. So what training does, okay, just in a nutshell, right? So you guys, I mean, some of you probably know this, right? What does training do? When you train a player in a role, okay, his training increases slightly. The intensity of that training increases slightly. Now, if you train a player additional focus, you're adding a bit more intensity. Okay, so it becomes a bit. Maybe he goes from light to medium. Of course, it depends on your schedule as well. So your schedule has to be like. That's one of the reasons why we balance the schedule. So it's medium, right? So it allows us to do additional focus, and then in some cases, the individual intensity of that play becomes heavy. So what training does is it eats into the time for training. So in other words, if he's already, you're already giving me, if a player has already got 8 hours to train and you've trained him in a team training and you asked him to learn a focus and the general intensity of the training is medium, there is a possibility that when you give him training, you are making his training more intensive. That's all. Okay, so it adds to the intensity of the training program depending on the overall intensity of the pre-existing program that you use for the team. So any individual training just increases the intensity of the training. Training does not in any way consume current ability points. Okay, so in case you guys are still wondering, going out there and going, hey, you know what, training is, because I've heard this before, no? Over the years, people come in and they go like, this guy, we train him in trades. It affects his, CA, eats into CA. It does not. It does not. So we got defending. All right. So we can see the squad now. Let's look at the squad. It's medium, right? So now we come in here, then we go into him again, training, and then we give him a new trait, general, defending. We tell him to go tight mark and chat. Squad, he's still medium. So you give him this and give him acceleration. He's still medium, right? Okay. Now we go for one day. Squad, still medium. Now we come in. That's because it's medium, no? Because look at the team schedule. It's super light. I add one more endurance. Okay, squad, still it's medium. Go one more day. Still medium. Okay, so you train. Okay, so you have to look at things like your intensity. All right, team intensity. Okay, now it's heavy. Okay, things like the training intensity. So you got to balance things in the game when you are training players. You don't have to, as long as a player is going to develop, as long as the workload is medium. It's heavy. So what I mean to say is this. Now you look at the training, right? Go to schedules now, calendar. Now assume, right, want to be really funky with this. Okay. Go to the schedule. I mean, I'm gonna have to do it this way. Okay. We create. We don't import. We want to create one really ridiculous schedule. Create new schedule. We got match here. Where is it? Match day. Okay, put match day here. Put one match practice and another match practice. Okay, done. Okay, that's all. Okay, match practice. Okay, now we go into individual, squat, training, intensity, make it double intensity. Okay, now we go. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Okay, squat, training intensity. See that? It's still medium. Look at it, it's still heavy. Okay, now we go to the training. We haven't changed the individual training yet, and now we come inside here. Where's his schedule now? That's his existing schedule, right? Look at this. This is where we are this week. So I've got a holiday until Monday. So let's holiday till Monday. Okay, where's Monday? So Monday is a few days away. So this is Monday, right? So we'll try and get into Sunday. That's the last day of the week. So we can go forward another day. Did you get my... Yeah, I got your message yesterday, Godspurs. Thing is, I checked. I don't know why YouTube was still saying I was live streaming, because I wasn't. Yeah, it must be something with YouTube. It was very odd because I wasn't streaming, but YouTube kept on streaming me because there's no live. Like I couldn't uncheck the live button because I wasn't even in a control room. I don't have access to the control room anymore. Yeah, very, very odd thing. So here we got recovery. So we go down to the next day. Okay, now I'm going to come into the schedule. So you see this training schedule, right? We're going to do. We got calendar, right? So I'm going to put the one that we just did, schedule. So, so save as test. Okay, all right, calendar. We come in here and then we stick test in. Okay, so now squat. They're now on this day. They haven't reached this day yet. So we go into the next day. Skip. Yeah. Right, so we are, what day is this? This is Monday. All right, good. All right, so now we're on Monday. So we are already using this training schedule. Okay. All right, look at their weight. Now it's medium. So the thing is this, right? The player is already got a medium workload, no? Okay, without the, with the trade. No? So he is training quite hard. So the thing is this, right? So whenever you give players individual training, right? You could foreseeably still get him to improve. Right, the match roll is very light, right? So his training is still, look at that. Now if I come in here, do all this. Right, let's go. Let me see, squat. Have I gone a day forward? Okay, I have to go a day forward. You have to go a day forward because it takes a day for you to, trigger. So look at the weight now. So we got training load is all light. There's one guy who's medium. So everyone is light. See that? Because nobody else is doing roll training. So now if I come in here and give him roll training, or let's assume I give him quickness now. Okay. See, everybody becomes medium. What has happened now is that each player during his training time has been told to work on something. So the training is still medium, the workload. So in terms of what the game sees, you are training, right? But now the problem becomes this. Your distribution and attributes will be tied to your role. Here, your distribution and attributes will be tied to the generic role. So it depends on the tactic you're using, right? So it's not very optimum. But if you give him a trait or you give him a load, whatever, right, it becomes slightly higher. So medium, medium, medium. So a player can still develop. No? This is how SI made this training foolproof, idiot-proof, in fact. So it's completely idiot-proof. You could even come in here and give him no training, right? And his workload will still be medium. Okay, let's try. Yeah, you can run as many experiments as you want. Yeah, so it's all very interesting. But to answer the question that somebody asked previously, which was, hey, you know what? Do traits eat up current ability? They don't. So a player has got a fixed amount of current ability, potential ability. So consider potential ability the total amount of attributes this player potentially can get in his lifetime. Okay, cool. Issue is most players will hit their PA, good players with good personality will probably hit their PA before they even 23. Right? I've had players that become world class in terms of attributes before they're even 23. That's happened many times to me. Like 5-star player with a fantastic personality, boom, he's ready at 23 already. So it just means that once he's hit his ceiling, I call it a ceiling because he sees his PA. You look in the game, you see CA equal PA. Or maybe he might be his PA could be 191 and he's 180. Okay, that means he doesn't have much more room for growth. Any growth from that point onwards is what we call redistribution. So the attributes get redistributed. So if we change his role from a roaming playmaker to a register, for example, suddenly all his physical attributes start to go down. And they shift into his the register attributes. Which is one of the reasons why the game allows for this, because then older players, we can retrain them. Hey, I'm ready to poop. How are you, man? Okay, so next game, what are we going to do? We got scouting update. Hey, we got money, right? We sold a few players. We are planning to sell, so we got a lot of money in the bank. Okay, let's look at transfers. Going out, what do we have? We got Higita rejected, Malkowski on loan, so we'll accept that. We got 5 offers for him. And then, what's this? Because I want them to pay their wages, but I don't, no, I don't want this. I don't want a mandatory fee. You want him, you play him. You want me, I don't want mandatory fee. No, thank you. Yeah, all gone. No thanks. We're not going to accept mandatory fee. Because I can make money from him. Why do I want to go cheap? Loan. Jerry the Croik, all the way, no. I'm going to keep him. So, going out. So far, we've got 1 transfer, right? No, transfers out. Arturo Sosa, free. We sold Zia Khan for 36 million. That's the only player that we let go. Okay, so now, what I'm going to do is look at a squad planner. And look at this position. We got Costanzo. Tenorio, can he play in this position? He can, but he's not very good at crossing. He's going to be more like an inside forward attacking the area. John Jacobs is up here. Lloyd Horn is the other one. We're going to keep him. So we got Tenorio, who's left-footed. Gianfranco Costanzo is left-footed. Lloyd Horn. Okay, we've got these 3 players. That's our future. All right, these are the 3 that are going to be on the flanks. Now we'll play all 3 of them in every game then. Right? Okay. Or rather, one of them will be a rotational option. Now we're going to look at this group. Now this group is going to be, we're going to have to be very careful. Right, so we're going to take the guys who have no hope of playing in this position, or I don't plan to play them, and take them out. So what do we have now? Okay, John Jacobs not. Okay, Pito and Jacobs, they can play in this position. So we'll leave Pito here. Madsen, Malkowski is not supposed to be here. Majanovic. Okay, my plan is to sell him. Okay, he's a fringe player. We'll develop him and we'll sell him. So Mayo is a left-footer. Like, okay, he comes in so we can develop and sell him the next season. Copy this plan to the next season and then copy this plan to the season after. Okay, so we've done that. All right, so we got this guy. So let's look at this center. The center seems fine. Got Dieter leading the line, but I'm beginning to wonder about him. He had a fantastic first season, and now he's worth 103 million. We are thinking, how much should we buy him for? 54 million. If we get an offer for him, I will sell him. But he's already trained in Nation. So then we've got Madsen. Madsen has got a long way to go, but he is definitely improving. Manuel De Meo is our cheapest player of all time. 5 million. I don't know, I keep playing. So looking at this group, we might have a problem. Our shadow strikers, we got strikers, but we don't have. So what we're going to do is we're going to go out into the market and and look at our youth team and start identifying players that can play in that position, right? DM, no problem. We got 4 of them. But this position is sorted. We got Jacobs and Pito fighting for this position. And if I were to play the 4-3-1-2, rather the box, we don't have an issue here. We can play Pito, we can play Jacobs, we can play Tenny, Okay, in this position. So Dieter will play here, Pito won't play here, Jacobs, Tenny can play here, Chwaku won't play here, Madsen can play here, Lloyd Horn can play here, George will out, this guy is out, this guy can play here. So we got all these players who can play in this position. I do use a squad planner to plan. I should do a guide on how to sell a player for more than his current value. Okay, but okay. I feel like I'm copying other people's content, and I've got a lot of people have done that, man. Yeah. Okay, I'll do a guide. It's quite straightforward. Okay, honestly, okay. Yeah. Okay, I'll try and do one. Do a guide on how to sell a player for more than his current value. Okay. Maybe put that in the book for shows I have to do. How to sell a player. Oh, where's my my phone is not here. My phone is behind me getting charged. Right. How to sell a player for more. A lot of it depends, Marcus. And I'll be frank, right? A lot of it depends on how many leagues you've got playable. If your leagues, you don't have a lot of leagues as playable, and you're in like 4 or 5 leagues, then you're probably not going to be able to sell a lot of players. Unless your players are stand out, they've been scoring lots of goals for you, then there's a demand for your player. Other than that, if your player can't do that, then you might have issues selling those players. Yeah. So my advice to most people is first, know what you can do with your players. So DML, DNC, we'll take him out. You got Luka, we don't have Junior here, we got Yeboah and these 4 guys. Okay, done. Johnny is not here, Junior is not here, so that's 4. Okay, that's done. All right, we're going to take this and we're going to next season and then season after. Okay, so the position I'm lacking, and I think I won't say lacking per se, but we need to find a player. We have players in the team, but I think in the under 19s, let's identify a player who can play as an AMC, who has the potential to be an AMC, and see whether or not we can develop him in that direction, right? So the goal is to develop it in that direction, train him in that direction. I hope that when we loan him off, we have to remember that our plan is for him to be that. If we don't have a player like that, we have to go out and go scout for one, and that means quite impossible. I'll tell you something, you can't use data to do that, right? Because there is no data right now in the game for a 17-year-old scout. You can't scout you can scout 17-year-olds, but the data is not there for you to do like a data-driven search, right? It'll be inaccurate, wildly inaccurate. So I probably wouldn't do that. I don't see the point. So we got this guy, Hugo Alegria. So his passing, his vision, his decisions, he's got a considerable amount of flair. We could, but his aggression isn't there, his concentration. Okay, we can look at him. So now what we do is we identify him, right? So now while he's away, so they've been playing him as an advanced playmaker. So if I loan him, I'll loan him to these clubs because he's gone, and then okay, I'm gonna recall him. We're gonna have loan. We're not gonna let him go. No. I think loan, right? I gotta be very careful now. So whenever we loan him out, he cannot be playing for a club as a wing back, which he's doing right now. Yeah, we cannot play him as a wing back. So I can't go in and talk. See, what has happened is that they're using him as a wing back. He's supposed to go in as a winger, right? Preferred position. But if I'm looking at the reports that come back from him, Hoffenheim under 19s was playing when he played them. When he played against Hoffenheim and Kiel, he played as a winger, a wing back, man. The hell? What's wrong with this club? See, we've been playing as a wing back. So I want him to play as an advanced playmaker. So, because if I don't, right, those attributes do not develop. Yeah, so you got to be very careful now, right? So now we have to be very careful with Allegra. So we want to train him as a name in that role. Now, what about this guy? I mean, he had a name called Olmo. All right, so here again, passing, vision, decisions, flair, aggression, not that good. Training, tactics, again, let's see what he's been doing. Right, so looking at the form, they haven't even played him. So he doesn't get played a lot. So when he played him as a shadow striker. So he is also coming back. We're not going to loan him again, right? So these two guys, they go out on loan. He's gone to Hearts, and he's been injured for the last 3 weeks. So we're going to recall him. I'm taking him back. Okay, forget it. No way, man. Okay, so we don't have a player of that nature, right? So short list, I'm going to come in here. This is Destiny, not my player. So I gotta close my eyes now. Oh no, I changed the view because this one, if I use this view, yeah, this view is fine. Okay, there's no CAPA, right? Okay, so go in. Okay, done. No CAPA. Okay, good. I only want to see this. Okay, I want to see this, and ask agent and transfer value. That's all I want to see. Okay, info when I do my searches. So we take these guys out. Now what we'll do is we'll just pick passing, work rate, aggression, anticipation, concentration. We'll see whether anybody here gets at least 10. Okay, that's it. Then we put them in this position, this position, this position, this position, or this position. Okay, done. All right, so these are all the players that can play in those positions. I say, so we have the age is 27, 23, 23, 24, 24, 26. So I don't have anyone in this group of players who is of that age. I mean, if they come in, they have to play. I mean, I don't want to play this guy because I can't develop him, but he's cheap, man. He's cheap. No, he's a cheap playmaker. Yeah, Sacha Laporte. Hey, I should get him. He's cheap. He's good. His concentration is a bit low, but that's it. Any training I do is going to redistribute attributes, but his first touch is good. His concentration is not so good. Okay, he's not too bad. Okay, these are all players I've been tracking for the last couple of seasons, right? So, okay, we have this. Okay, Sacha Laporte. All right, recruitment focus. We go to recruitment focus. I could create one for a specific position. So we'll create one and then we'll look at the tactic. It's going to be the Joey Go Smash. No, not Joey Go Smash. The Bayer Box tactic. We're going to look for an AMC, transfer, further details, add, of course, I add the height because nobody's a shorty in my team. 1.8 is just fine. Okay, then we drop all this down to here. We come in here, we go into about 22. And then ongoing, all right, we don't we include the results from any other recruitment focuses. We just want these two positions. We just want this position, right? So we'll see what they come back with. 3-star at least. Minimum potential ability has to be 3 stars. Okay, I mean, let's see what they come back with. And any position from tactic, but we're looking for these positions, right? Player suited to playing any role, but in the AMC tier. Okay, gone. All right, so we've got AMC, and they've already got one recommendation for us based on because that's why they had the check at the bottom here, because it serves me having to go through all these other lists, and they just came back and said, look, you want an AMC, we got a recommendation for you. We got Christian Semperboni. Okay, he's worth about 13.5. He's young. These are the scouts have already. Would I sign him? No. Oh, thanks. We'll wait for more to come in. Okay, so I don't have to look at the others now. See, quick way of doing this very quickly, You got a lot of scouts, right? You want to go through everyone. I don't. But let's say if I were to be a bit more of a crazy fella, I could go through one by one, come in here. That's a problem. 8 recommendations, then you get this button. So this is why, okay, this is the reason why I get so annoyed with the game. All right, okay. I want to have we go out and then we go back to scouting, right? Then you come to recruitment focus. And you click this, right? You don't see a button here, right? You don't see the filter. This is what I call a UI bloody bug. I call this a UI bug. I get very annoyed with this. So I got to click this. I have to do 2 clicks to get this button. So this is the things I'm looking for in FM25. If I find this in FM25, again, I will say there was a lack of attention to detail. This points to a lack of attention to detail when it comes to the UI itself. It's my personal, it's my cross, the cross I bear. Every time I play Football Manager, I find that, somebody has to point this out. Okay, so we've got scout transfer, and it's we can filter this and come in here. If AMC, do they have any AMCs? They got James Johns. Aggression. I like his aggression. If anything else, I will sign him because of his aggression. But because he's 23 years old, he's got a lot of potential. It's the aggression that I like, but his personality isn't fantastic. Personality is not fantastic. That's the only downside to this guy. Okay, so we got Luis Sao that's out. Then we got this one. See, the filter is not kicking in, right, for all these players. So we can go up to 23. Natural aggression is at least 11. All right, so we put aggression at least 10 and see whether they weed out any of these fellas. Robert Nixon, again, forget it. Filter, 2 recommendations. Guy, never mind. So annoying. Okay. All right. Okay, so we got these 2 players. Are they gonna know defender? Now I'm going through every single one of these players just to see whether or not there's hope for us. Striker, center, passing, vision, decision, fly. No, can't play in that position. Nope, can't play in that position. Nope, can't play in that position. Fire in progress is. I mean, I like them to finish this. If they're decent, they'll do a short list and then pop it in straight away. No, cannot. Too much work. Wow, look at this defender, man. Good defender, smart. Okay, so we'll wait for the scouting reports to come back. Yeah, I'll wait for the scouting reports to come back because obviously there's nothing of value out there. Yeah. On a mission with FC Schalke, let's go. All right, Olmo loan finishes. Yeah, we brought him back because honestly, while he was there, they were training him in the wrong position. So we're gonna bring him back here, and then we're gonna put him here because I have no plans on using him as a striker. I am training him as an advanced playmaker. So we want him to work on this part of his game. But the problem is, you see that concentration. So immediately I take that out and I go, son, you just concentrate on improving your concentration attribute. Okay. Then we can work on his attacking movement off the ball. Off the ball is already there. His composure, we go for his anticipation, double out anticipation and decision making, and this will be fine. So we'll leave him here, and then squad make available for the available for the under 19s for 90 minutes, and I have to play him now. I have to develop him, so he goes into my first team as a developing prospect. Okay, so let's just make sure he's not in this team. Victor Olmo, there he is. Squad, move him to the he's already in the main team. All right, good. So it's very important for me to start developing these players. Okay, so reject loan approach for Irala. Okay, Irala, we can let him go on loan, but what are our plans for him? Our plans for him is central defender or DM. Okay, definitely DM. Okay, so we want him to be playing as a defensive midfielder, and this is non-negotiable. Okay, and then we suggest these terms. They brought it down, fair enough. Okay, all right, important player, but play in midfield. Otherwise, we take him back. We take him back. I don't care about the money now. We are loaded, okay, so I'm not going to care. Now it's solely focused on making sure those players that go out on loan play in the right positions. They play, one of my players is a wing back, for heaven's sakes. We just pull him back, man. Oh no, not him, another one. Another one we can't pull him back because... so I've got all my scouting reports coming in. Yeah. The attacking playmaker position. It's such a difficult position for us because... there aren't a lot of players out there that fit my profile. I have a different profile. Mine's aggression is important, right? So once I find an AP who's got aggression, holy cow, that's makes the save so easy. It's on easy mode, no, after that. Okay, Schalke, we're going to be using the box again. Yeah, I did say we're going to I might be playing a lot of different tactics this season. It's just the fun of it. Yeah. And sorry guys, yeah, there might be an ad incoming soon for all those guys on Twitch. Bayer Lev have named staff. We're doing okay. Look at that, man. Scouting department, I think we should just go out there and add more scouts. physios. We'll just place an advert for more physios. Can't hurt. No? Then we place an ad for more scouts. Yeah, can't hurt. Yeah, fun days. The backroom staff is being expanded. Okay, so what we got? Catch-all. We've got this player, Ayut Yidirim, a defender left. No, thank you. And Muhammad Merich, striker. Nah, not worth taking because too many. 6 as an attribute when you're 19 years old is really, really, really low. What I like about this game is I don't get a lot of players ready. There are players that come in that are so good developed by the AI that I want to sign them immediately. Right? So it's like a nice balance in the game that we don't have too many of those. Schalke, looking at their last XG, they did okay. They created, wow. This must be a penalty, man. And then after that, some decent, again, 2 decent chances in this game. Okay, so looking at the tactics and what they are playing, let's look. Data Hub won't tell me anything. Yeah. Next, can. Pick. Okay. Data Hub shouldn't be telling me anything, right? We only played 1 league game, But Data Hub after your first season starts working, right? But the data here is from last season, not this season. So you gotta. It's not accurate. I don't think it is because I don't think it is. I might be wrong, but what is this then? Let me show you a short map. All competitions last match only. Okay. Team. Yes, I did this, right? Let's see if I'm right or wrong. Yep. Okay, this is a short map for all competitions, last 5 matches. This is not last 5 matches. It's all competitions, last 5 matches. So this one, I'm not really sure. I always wondered about this. Is it that accurate? Bundesliga this season so far. I don't know. Like we just played 1 game, right? So the non-penalty expected goals was supposed to be 2.41, right? Okay, look at this schedule. I only played 1 game. 2.61. I remember that. Look at my look at my XG, 1.36. Okay, so when you go into the game and you go to the data hub, the first 3 games you can't look at this. It's not accurate. Okay, non-penalty expected goals 2.41. Right? We just started the season. Right? We played 1 game. It comes in here. It says Bundesliga this season. These are all the UI bugs in the game that drive me nuts. Yeah, because it can potentially lead people who are new in the game in the wrong direction. So I only come in here for this overview next opponent. So they're playing a 4-4-2. This will be interesting. All right, so we're going to go to our opposition instructions. We're still going to use the same opposition instructions. We are using this formation. So we're going to quick pick. We got Piper, Pito, Tenny, Jacobs, that's fine. Chuaku, Junior. No, we're not going to use Junior. We're going to use Neves. Then Junior goes into defense with... what in the world happened to Johnny? Johnny needs a rest. Unbelievable. Worms. Okay. Then the Mayo can come in on the bench. Johnny is looking like he needs a break, man. This is scary. What happened to you in preseason? Somebody must have used you, man. I didn't do much in preseason. Looking consistent. Me consistent, I'm not consistent. I'm the most inconsistent player you'll find. I play different tactics. Hey, you should have been around for the AC Milan streams on Twitch a few years back, man. I would change tactics every game just so I could. Became a really ridiculous stream. We win titles playing different tactics all the time. Because it's just like, it was the FM19. And then I discovered there's no point doing that. That became like it's not fun anymore. There's no development story. Now we're doing differently. We just develop the players, get them into the teams, and then we'll just see what we can do from there. Hey, Johnny, are you okay or not? Yeah, I need to play you, no. Where's Johnny? Johnny, okay, you're evasive. Don't avoid me. Okay, Johnny, you come in here now. You play in the game. Don't give me this nonsense about how you want to evade all responsibility. I was considering you as a potential captain, but now I've got to ask serious questions about your commitment to the cause. All right, we got Costanzo, Richard Matheson, Lloyd Horn. One of you goes. Costanzo, right? Let's see how he does as one of the AMCs. We're putting behind Pito. All right, so we got Chwaku and Neves. Let's go. This is our first look into a new tactical system. Yeah, I like to use one tactic all the way. It makes things a lot easier. There's no headaches. Yeah. Me. Especially when you build one tactic, right? It's easier for you to have a long-term plan. When you start changing tactics because you get bored, you better know what you're doing, and then you better have players for that. That's all. Otherwise, it becomes too stressful. Okay, anyway, we're playing a 4-4-2. We're playing against a 4-4-2. It will definitely be a challenge for this box because they have a tactical advantage down the flanks, which I can only nullify if my OIs and my trap inside works well. Okay, it has to work well. So it's not easy to get this to work. Yeah, especially if I'm looking at this and I'm using DMs or Volante. If I'm using Volantes, I'm in trouble. Okay, no, we're using DM, so that's not too bad. There, okay, Jacobs out to Bravo. Bravo gets the ball and puts in a cross. Again, you know what happens, right? This is a cross-based tactic, so you're going to see lots of crosses. So we'll change back to our 4-1-4-1. This is what we say, confusing the AI. AI is looking at us going, hey, this is a mental team. What tactic are they using? I don't know. The last opening game, we see the player back 5. Or the commentators are stunned. They don't know what to expect. They tear up all their notes because they're angry. All the preparation they did for the show is now been thrown out of the window by a club that refuses to play the plot. Make life easy for commentary teams, because we are here to entertain all these television people. Constanzo the Pito, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. That's because we have the AF running into space. That's okay. We might need to lower the tempo. Okay, so we'll drop the tempo. Tempo was too high. Yeah, they're trying it. Remember, we have an advanced forward, right? So when you have an advanced forward, they look forward. They look like they want to attack that space immediately. Phrase. Okay, that's it. Mayan. Okay, that was decent chance for the opposition would be our team. Bayern already taken the lead against Freiburg. Remember, these are matches I must win if I want to win the title. If I don't win this match, because I'm experimental, I've only myself to blame. Okay, all the matches have finally been simulated by the AI. So it knows all the results from all the other games already. What you see now is just the results coming out already. The AI has already got it. Oh yeah, we've done our work now. Okay. Alright, okay, let's try something. Okay, I noticed something. Okay, we're going much higher and we're gonna leave it like that. We're not gonna step up more yet. Okay, good. Okay, we're gonna move the defensive line higher. I want to squeeze that space. They seem to be able to pass the ball quite easily in midfield. I want to squeeze that place, bring our fullbacks higher up the pitch. It's gonna be a risk. It'll open us up to the counter. So we absolutely need to not give up the ball in the center. Nice. Bravo. He's looking. What a goal from our fullback. What a goal from Bravo. He steps out of the line. Boom. Takes it on. Runs at them and says, everyone's marking. The advanced forward. The defenders have no choice. Look at this, right? The defenders have absolutely no choice. They got 2 strikers beside. They go like, okay, I can't move. He comes in and says, thank you. Because the DM is out of position. Yeah. All right. So he worked. The fullback has just come in and he's done his thing, man. He's done his thing. So we have pressed the defensive line higher because we want to close that gap, right? Yeah. Between because their back line is passing the ball to their midfield. So I want my whole team to shift up so that we make it harder for them to do so. It's risky, I know, but hey man, this is Football Manager. You don't get rewarded for not taking risks. Oh, yeah, we're all over this team. Okay, Rocky comes in. Rocky shoots, he hits the wall. Tenno. So far, they haven't had any, or they've only had one shot at goal, which was largely down to an error in our team. So let's hope that the error number 2 just happened. Okay, that's it. Pito, that's why we want aggression. This is the reason why I absolutely love aggression, right? Here, we've got this player. It's absolutely vital to have aggression. Okay, look, this is us having the ball, right? Okay. That was not us having the ball, but we had the ball a while back, okay. There, we had the ball here. Okay, then we lost the ball. What do you think happens next? I've counter pressing on, right? So my players have got 20 seconds to win the ball back. All right, look at Pito, where is position? Okay, he immediately has got high aggression. This guy's in his zone, so he's chasing him all the way down. His back is turned. Right, to Pito, he doesn't see him coming, right? So boom, he goes in, accelerates, his aggression comes into play, he fights to win the ball back, and he gets himself involved into play. And guess what? It's our second goal. And that is why aggression is such an important attribute in your team. All right, it is so important to have aggression in your team. Aggression and work rate and stamina, my goodness, these are the ultimate attributes. And they've been those attributes since the days of Championship Manager. It's number 2, as we are playing a system that uses the trap inside instruction and the combination of OIs to basically force this 4-4-2 to play our style of football. Right? So we want their fullbacks to only have, given the option to go into the center, we want them to play the ball there. We done okay. We got the goal we wanted, man. Done brilliantly. Okay, now counter coming up. Neves with the ball. He finds Pito. Pito takes it to Tenny. It's 1-2 football. Bravo comes in as well. Bravo says, and the defender takes it away. Counter press. No, they didn't win the ball. Bravo lah. No bravo for him today. Okay, side netting. Okay, here comes Johnny. Johnny, be good. Come on. Bravo as well got a yellow card, so he's got to be careful now. Johnny, we got Panovic on the bench. We can bring him on at any time. Junior, simple football there. Gives it to Costanzo. Chuaku plays it to Jacobs. That's a really dangerous sliding tackle. Okay, I am toying with the idea of turning the advanced ball into a pressing forward. Okay, here we go. Chuaku now. And to Costanzo, he plays a through ball. Pito almost gets inside. It's a corner. All right, we're going to change this role so we're not so rushed. I am going to change you into another poacher. Double poachers. Yeah, 2 players in the box holding hands. I want to see what the defenders do. I don't know. It might be crazy. The head was saying pressing forward. I said, no, let's try poacher. I don't know, man. I think pressing forward is a better role. Okay, maybe we should change pressing forward. We don't need both of them. We need one running the channels as well. So we go pressing forward attack. Okay. I want to run the channels. And then we've got a shadow striker behind a poacher, which is going to be fun. All right, I put pressure. Yeah, okay, go inside. Yeah, okay. Go back. Okada. Look at how high our defensive line is. Okay, they go in and press, won the ball. Hard tackling in the center is going on. Thank you very much. Costanzo, Bravo. Bravo shoots. The keeper has to make a save. That's the problem that my tactic. We are vulnerable to quick counter attacks, but we have more possession and create more chances. So pray that our attackers are not firing blanks. If you're vulnerable to quick counters, then you got to maybe think about that space where there is a battle for the second ball. And all you got to do is when you see the transition happening, when you lose the ball, if there's a loose ball in the air, think of maybe changing the role of the player in that position so that you get a bit more stability. And once you do that, you're fine. Then you don't have to worry about a counter attack because if you lose the ball, you win the second ball. The goal is to win the second ball. Yeah. So if I lose the ball, I'm always looking at where where the second ball lands, and I make a change to my role or my duty. And sometimes my defensive line. Like just now, I changed my defensive line. because I decided, we weren't really putting enough pressure on their back line. So I shifted our defensive line higher to put more pressure on them. Oh, good defending. Well done. I was a bit concerned that we were about to give away a cheap goal. This is, I think, the second corner of the game. Freeze out to Mayan. Jacobs comes in, plays it out to touch. This is a throw. Okada to take this. Again, Jacobs does well. There's a lot of pressure by our players. Let's not... no time to take the shot. Tenny comes in, takes the ball off him. We ran out of passing options. Pito now. Pressing forward, right? Okay, good. I don't want two poachers. No. Oh, beautiful. Oh, hits the post. It's a simple pass into the area. Chuaku now hits it back to Neves. The two DMs are going to combine. And of course, because they're DMs, right? I'm looking at the attributes. Both of them have playmaker attributes. Rocky plays it into the area. Oh, that was a good idea. Good idea. All right, we're going to drop this now to balance. Yep. This will keep our shape, but shift us slightly deeper. So the pressing should still be okay, but we're just on balance. We don't have to, it's the first game of the season, so tempo has been we slowed down the tempo. Pito now is a poacher. He's going to look for opportunities. He doesn't see one. He crosses the ball. Costanzo sets up Neves. Neves' shot is just wide. Okay. All right. We're going to go low cross now. Low. We're getting to the byline quite a lot. Okada now. Okay, nice. Mayan under some pressure immediately from the fullback. Fullback comes up. The fullback is really high, putting pressure. Tenny, Jacobs almost got away. The fullbacks can't get they don't have time to pass the ball. Yeah. Mino to Odoi. Hornet. Hey, nice. Oh, is it Hornet or Hornet? Mino with the ball. Oi. Read by the DM, finds Bravo. He tried to play the more ambitious pass. Pass into space will remove now. Okay. Yeah, that was a fullback trying to pass into space. We don't need it. We already 2 goals up. There's no point. Yeah. We could shift into a 5-2-2-1 and see out the game, I guess. Just do get all the necessary results for the season and win the title. But it's only 2-0. A game can change anytime. Anytime. They score 1 goal from a set piece. It's like, something that the AI does all the time. What we could do is switch to a 4-1-4-1 because it's the 4-4-2 is not going to like it because the backline can never pass the ball. Red, Smiths. So far, they haven't been given too many opportunities. Every time they go through the middle, they struggle a bit. Yeah. Encouraging them to come inside, and then our players are all there waiting to tackle. So we go in there, and there we go. Another one. We're trapping them inside. Every time they look for a passing option, they're giving us the ball. It's working. The trap inside is doing its job. Because we're telling them you pass it inside, and our players are waiting to take the ball off them. Okay, Neves, DM with the ball. Victor Olmo, we should have put him in the starting lineup. Costanzo to Chuaku. Oh, this Smith is offside. 57 minutes on the clock. Looking good. Pretty happy. But Tenny is not playing well. Huh? Tenny is not showing up for the game. All right. We'll move Pito, Tenny. Okay, we make some changes now. We'll bring Madsen on for Tenny. Then Jerry the Croix. And then we'll put Madsen here. That's 2. Wow. Straight away, fresh legs by both strikers. And then we've got George Boa for Chuaku. And then we'll bring on Paunovic for Bravo. Okay, 65 minutes in. It's all the changes apparently on the left flank. Yeah, more people should understand OIs. OIs work really well. If you can mark, I think I'm going to do another video about OIs. I have to, I think most people, because if you trigger press everything, then you're not really using OIs very efficiently. You want to be very selective with the way you use OIs. You want to be smart about it. Yeah. I'm not suggesting people are not smart, but you want to kind of force the AI into how you want them to play. So, and we've done it. We forced the AI into playing exactly the kind of football we want them to play. Give us the ball. That's what they've done. Smith goes into the area, looks for options. It's a brilliant third. Jacobs finally scores the first goal of the season. Yeah, we will. Definitely, Dave. 100% we should do one. Brilliant third goal. Look at this, man. I love it. It worked to a peach. It's a peach of a geek. I forget it. Peachy. I'm beginning to become a grumpy old man. Yeah. Seriously, I think the longer I do Football Manager content, the more grumpy I'm gonna get. Yeah. I might become one of those grumpy old men that says, it's your tactic. Don't bother me anymore. Go learn how to play the game. Get good. I might become that kind of, people I do a video. Somebody calls it, maybe I should become the grumpy old man. Get that personality going. Then you guys have to be nice, and you have to deal with my grumpy personality. Okay. Has anybody watched Shrinking, the show on Apple TV? I don't know if you have Apple TV, but if you watch Shrinking, yeah, you probably know what I mean. I'm trying my best to be I've got kids, right? But can you imagine me now? At my age, most of my friends can afford to be grumpy because their fathers, they're already some of them are already grandfathers. I got to wait another freaking 20 years, man. Shish kebabs. To be grumpy old man. I still have to be that encouraging personality, Oh, you're beautiful thing now. 1-2, buckle my shoe into the half, baby. Go. Neves, smart pass to Smith. Misses in. He's got I force the opposition to go wide, invite crosses because of brilliant, Raf. That's the way to play. Force them to play to your game. That's what OIs are there for. They are there for you to kind of force the AI to play the football that you want them to play. Oh man, this is lovely. I'm enjoying this game. It's like the AI is giving me the ball. I don't have to work too hard for it. That's one of the reasons why we dropped the balance mentality. We don't need to, aggravate the situation anymore. And I even stopped play pass into space because they're giving me the ball. Look at where they're going. Okay, all right, they managed to get it out. And there we go. Again, they're told to go into the center and they play the ball in the center. And every time, even if it's a loose ball, my players get back. And this is why aggression is important. You want your players fighting for every ball. If your players have no aggression, I tell you what will happen. Your players are just going to you know what, we'll wait until Monday, wait for another day, ask somebody else to do it. Your Boa out of the Croix looks for options. He chips one. That would have been interesting to watch, man. That was an interesting pass. The poacher dropping all the way. Is it a poacher? Cheeky, right? This poacher. Look. I never expected him to do that. So there's a little voice in my head that's asking this question. Do players, when they drop into another role, do they adopt his... Because Pep Guardiola, right? Positional play is... If I'm a DM, right, and I swap with a wingback, right, then I take over his jobs. No? That means I will now play as a wingback. I will put in the cross. So I've always wondered, when SI is going to introduce that feature. You see now he's dropped into the AM's position, right? Okay. Now he's in the AM position, and this guy has popped in and decided to become the striker. They swap. A poacher and a shadow striker swapped, right? So now look at what he does. He chips one. That's more akin to what a shadow striker might have done. As he plays the ball forward to a pressing forward, for example. So yeah, I've always wondered. You play for corners? Hey, yeah, okay. I don't know. We don't have to play for. Hey, just giving us the ball. Thank you very much. Yeah, we love you, man. You fell for my trap. The trap worked brilliantly. Oh yeah, cause he's in. Cause he makes it 4. They fell for the trap and they gave us another goal. What can I say, Schalke? You're playing my game for me. We can even afford to be on balance and take our pass into space as everyone realizes that's what they're doing. The damage is self-inflicted, right? Most of my players are aggression. Yeah, that's a great attribute. If they all have aggression and work rate, you got half the job done. All right, let's go. We're feeling good. We're feeling good. Let's bring Dieter in now for Costanzo. Costanzo has had a great game. Dieter will come on, take over some of the responsibilities because, I mean, Pipenbrock had a very good first season, but then I noticed something in the Champions League. He vanished. So it became a case of what is wrong. I said, no, they're playing through the center, but they're offside. It's okay. Our players are a bit tired, I guess, at this point. I mean, if the team plays a really high tempo, quick passing game and they use the center, maybe, there's the one way for them to get around us. Ladies and gentlemen, Madsen has made it 5. Madsen has made it 5. Holy cow. This is just 4 strikers holding on to 3 defenders. All the 3 defenders said, who is supposed to mark that guy? I don't know. Yeah, but I'm looking after these guys. Okay, we didn't have enough players back. Ayala, Schalke is in trouble. They played to the center. Again, they managed to get the ball out. Again, we're telling them to go to the center. That's you can watch the trap, right? You watch the trap. Watch where they're forced to play. There, we tell them to go through the middle and we read the play. It doesn't matter what formation you're using. There's a reason why I got my OI set up in the way that I have, right? So if you want to do these traps, it is really important, right? Like we have our traps up. See that? See? Now the team was playing a 4-4-2. It's the reason why I always set my OIs by position. Because I'm not the sort of person that's gonna go into the game and keep changing OIs. Because you set them by player. So if you set them by player, you're gonna run into some trouble. Because how do you know it's set by player? Look, you see this button here that I'm clicking on? I'm gonna try and zoom in for you guys so that you can see this button really clearly. Okay, see this button here? Maybe it's too high now. Okay, let me go a bit lower. Okay, there we go. You see this button here? This is the button, right? There's one. Now it's telling everybody applies to position. What you get in the game by default is this. Only that player. So if this is what everybody is clicking on, of course it won't stick. So you want to make sure it sticks, right? And when it sticks, those OIs can work with your strategy. And our strategy has been simple. This entire game, we told Schalke, you only have space in the middle. And they played the game to our, we forced them into our traps. The traps worked. Yeah, Schalke had to change tactics and it didn't work for them. The XG 0.61, our XG 3.27. Of course, that's irrelevant until you look at analytical data. And then if you look at this, you look at the average shot quality 0.76, 0.38, 0.03, 0.21. Then we got another 0.38. Look, brilliant attempts. You can even look at the heat map, average positions. We kept things compact, encouraging them to come into the middle. And if you were to come in here, which you're not going to see next year, you're not going to see this next year. I'm going to pity everybody, especially me. Look at all the interceptions are happening, all in the center. Very few interceptions. I mean, there are some interceptions down the flanks, but look at the bulk of the interceptions, they're all in the center, right? The blocks, and look at the clearance. Clearance is not important, it's too deep. Okay, so we got the interceptions and we got these interceptions, right? And then I look at the tackles. Tackles, probably, I don't really care about tackles, right? If my players are a tackle, is a bit too late now. Okay, so tackles as well are harder to see because it's blue. Why is it why tackles are blue in color? Then suddenly the whole damn thing changed to blue. Okay, so these are all the tackles that we committed. I see this zone here, right? There are some here on the flanks, of course, right? I do expect them to track and tackle here because we've got hard tackling on, right? But once again, right? Okay, then if you're looking at the average positions without the ball, and we got to take everything out. There's no heat map here. Yeah, our positions. This is where we are. It's very compact. We're telling them to play in the center. We are trapping them inside the center. And then if we look at, that's about it. Possession, we got heat map only. Yeah. So then look at the heat map. For us, right? This is where we gain our possession, right? So this is, you see the majority is actually in the center. We got most of the thing. And we got drop my heat map on top of that. You can see, you can actually see where we won our possession. So we win our possession, also a lot of it over here, right? Okay. Now, touch is not important. So yeah, we're not going to see this. Of course, sometimes I do wonder about the accuracy of some of the numbers in the game. Okay, let's look at some of the numbers. Okay, I'm about to find out some hard truths, man. Whether we've got one of the numbers I absolutely think that is bugged. I don't know. I think I put it in the view, right? The last time around. No, it's not here. I put it into the... Which one is it? Striker assessment. I think I added it. Yeah, okay, there we go. Distance per 90. I'm waiting to see, 14.1 kilometers per 90. Okay, it's not so bad. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Something else is that's in my head, but I'm just waiting to see what. How come Johnny is a bit tired? What did he do in the preseason? He went on holiday, is it? Okay, I'm gonna ask Johnny to go on holiday. Okay. I've got no time to handle all this training. Or going on holiday. Yeah, you just rest for the next 2 weeks. Yeah, we won't play him for 2 weeks. Let him take a break. That'll affect him. So we're gonna give a good chance for our next boy. So Shelter, so 5-0 against Schalke. This game, our analytical data, you look at the shot map. Yeah, I'm happy with our performance. Very happy. In terms of clear-cut chances, we had 3 clear-cut chances that we made. Totally ripping a hole in this team. They'll never recover. Now it's Hanover's turn to find out. Okay. All right. Again, Data Hub, no point going here. Don't look at all these numbers. Don't get excited. This is not relevant to your season. Okay. This is all inaccurate. The only thing that's relevant when you start the season is this. Sorry, even that is inaccurate. Just this. That's it. Okay, now they're playing this is going to be a good test. See, the problem with now my tactic is that my trap inside is also going to work for them. Right. I trap inside. They also have players there, right? So this is going to be fun. In my head, it says, you're playing, you're doing exactly what they want you to do. So will it work in that scenario? Of course not. No. So your players better be better at passing the ball. So we're going to reduce the passing length slightly and increase the tempo. I hope that they don't get back in time. So our tactics, slight change will make for the next game. And then we'll just increase. I just dropped this shorter a bit. There's no pass into space. That's it. Okay, squad will rest the whole team. Okay, 2 games. Training, rest, 2 days. Yeah, we just started, right? Burnley made an offer to loan Santiago Irala as what? As a midfielder. Yeah, we want him to train as a defensive midfielder. As a defensive midfielder, non-negotiable. Okay, and then can be recalled, suggest terms. Okay, done. Yeah, we only want him to train as a defensive mid. Okay. So we got deadline day. Keen on signing Pavlovic, declined. Yeah, the whole idea is we put him out there to play so that we can get something for him. Yeah, we signed him with the whole intention of selling him off. Yeah. If Arsenal want to sign him, they can sign him. No problem, man. Transfer status, we just gonna increase his asking price now to about 40. Looking to generate funds, would improve the quality. Yeah, okay, go ahead. The price is going up. The longer you take, the more expensive it's going to be. Newcastle made an offer to loan Lukau until the end of the season. Not happening. Yep, okay, done. One of my centre backs is 17 jumping reach. We're in the Brazilian First League. I wonder how the Brazilian leagues are. I played the Brazilian leagues last time, but And then I discovered it's quite easy to get like 70 goals for your striker in the Brazilian league because there's so many games. Yeah. Atlanta, so I lost interest in playing in South America very quickly. Yeah, because it's too easy. Atlanta have made an offer. I mean, I'm not knocking your save. Don't get me wrong. I just don't. I like the challenge of a limited number of games. Brazil, the challenge is development. In fact, it's not really much of a challenge because you've got this kind of a super long preseason, right? If I'm going to say, has anything changed? Has it become more harder now? Because there used to be the incredibly long preseason in Brazil. No? Like, I remember there's like an entire season where you get to develop your youngsters, right? And then if you have a chance, you can play them in the senior team when the actual season starts. Then you can easily see your players like scoring a lot of goals, right? Yeah, that's a good thing about Brazil. Brazil can be fun in that sense. Atlanta, I made an offer to loan Malkowski. Malkowski cannot. You want to buy him? I want to sell him. You want to buy him? Come on. Transfer status. He's transfer listed. Transfer offer via transfer room. Non-negotiable. Offer. You want to take him? You buy him. Otherwise, I'm just going to use him. Yeah. I mean, just keep using him. Zinedine Carrick to study for coaching licenses. We got these guys. What about Maldonado? Nope, can't. Creme Brulee, send on coaching course. Dragan, send on coaching course. Hopefully, we already got one potential manager here. He's close. I mean, he's 63 years old already. The rest all, we have to get them up the coaching ladder, man, so they can go. It is RDF. He's my performance analyst. Aaron. I had him as a. Oh, actually, got some guy, a random guy in the game. Then we gave him a new name. Okay. Bayer Leverkusen to receive 12 million for the Champions League phase. Okay, all right. Some small money. Okay. Okay. Well, good response to the scout. Okay, all right. Wow, look at all the scouts coming in 2019. Pavel Nedved. Holy cow. Nedved is 74 years old and he wants to be a scout for me. Look at his numbers, man. Judging player ability 20, judging player potential 20, judging staff ability 17, negotiating 17, adaptability. This guy has got just for us. Approach the sign. Come on, Nedved, you want to be my scout? 1.2 million, we can afford it. Shut up. United, give me a scout. Okay. Of course, the better way is to come in here and see what his knowledge is. It's Portugal and Spain. Not interested. Okay, but most of these guys will be the same. Italy, Paulinho has got South American knowledge. Okay, Paulinho, maybe got South American knowledge. Paulinho, maybe. Colani, Italy and England, no thank you. Pitio, England, okay, this one. Okay, Pitio Sadowski. How about you? Come off. Manchester United loses another scout. Oh, lovely. Micah Jensen, who are you? Chelsea, you lose another scout. We're paying all this, you're taking all these scouts, man. 3 million. This is what we call going in there and snapping up all their scouts. So now they got problems. Though. Pedro Marquez, not interested. What has he been doing? He's been working as a performance analyst, so now he wants to change his job, man. No scouting knowledge, not interested. No scout, not enough. Okay, so we're going for a few of these guys. All right, and then Paulinho as well. So approach the sign. Pay 1.3 million in compensation. All right, done. Okay, under 20s physio Clement Hazard. Okay, done. Okay, approach the sign. The French under 20s comes in full. We got another Jerome Casey's 15. No, it's okay. Bayer Lev. He wants to be promoted from the under 20s. Let me think about it. We promote our own players, enter into contract negotiations, give you a chance to move out the ranks. What about you as well? Enter contract negotiations. No, okay, he's not. Obviously, he doesn't want to. Okay. We got this Stefan McAleer come in here. Right, done. We got 3 physios that we're looking at. Bayer Lev, Omer Boruk. Okay, I think we should just let him go. Okay, let's not be so picky about these players. Juventus make a loan approach for Malkowski. No. Estoril make a loan approach for him. We want him to be a defensive midfielder, non-negotiable, can be recalled. Suggest terms. Cancel. The next game is going to be in. I hope that we can keep on going next game. So Dragan is going for his Continental Pro license as well. We think once these guys get their licenses, I could give them the license. I think I can. Or I can edit. I think I can edit it to give them the license so that they become. Is it possible? Do you want because these are all your players, right? Do you guys want them to become I think this is my player, former player. We give him one. Okay, so all these coaches, right? Okay, these are all the coaches that I have. The ones that belong to you. Okay, I'm gonna give fish and chips. Let's see if it's possible. Let's see if it's possible to edit his staff details. Give him his coaching license. I don't know whether we can or not. Staff role. Can we do that? Coaching license? I'm not sure. No, we can't. Apparently we can't. No, we can't. There's nothing here that says he can. Okay. Because I can't edit this page. Then on coaching course. I was thinking of I can't, no? He's only got Continental C, so we have to send him for his coaching course. Yeah. I was hoping that I can give all your players coaching licenses. Then y'all become managers quickly. Because I think it's got to be generic. It's got to be organic. No, we're not letting Madsen go for 55. Offers for Malkowski. Benfica want De Kroik. That's not happening. As long as we use the box, we have to use him. Okay, here we go. Salzburg, nope. I think I can probably go into the game and just tell everyone that certain players are not alone, but I don't like doing that. Then when I forget, or sometimes during the course of the season, I tend to forget that. I forget that I need to, play him or develop him, or I just like to do things manually. At least I know where these players stand. Wow, now these guys, that's 2 weeks already in a row. Lucas and Waku. So they won't start the next game. Waku won't start. We'll play Yoboa, Neves. Since these guys didn't put in any effort in training, Dracroy will come in. Tenoro will not be playing. Piper Brock will play instead of Costanzo. Madsen instead of Pito. Okay. Then we can bring the Pito on in the second half, and then we will start with Paunovic instead of Bravo. My substitution strategy will include players that can come in. Preferred position AMC. No, Victor Omo. Yeah, okay, alright. So what we'll do with him, reject first. I need to put him in the starting 11. Where's Olmo? He's not here. Under 19s. I thought it was in my first team already. Squad. Oh, I can't play him. He's ineligible. Is it over? Scout registration? It is, I don't know, man. I don't know if I can register him in time. Probably not. I can confirm. All right, and then we can Mateos as well. Confirm. I don't know if it's possible. Let's go. Transfer window closes. Can. We can. As long as the transfer window is not closed. Squad, tactics, Olmo. Come on. There we go. Olmo is here. Olmo will play instead of Tenny. And Olmo is injured. Training. General rehab. Erlen Nilsson. Thanks for the follow, man. All right, so we have these players. Again, now we're going to trap inside. But this one, we're using the opposition instructions. Yeah, but now the interesting thing is, hey, we got this other formation here. All right, so this is going to be challenging because we're kind of playing into their hands too. So how will this work? Yeah, this is going to be a really good question. So we're going to definitely go up higher, take a lot of risk. We're dropping a bit of the passing shortness. Tempo is going to be slightly higher. We're going to try and pass the ball around them. It's risky, but hey, man, we want to find out if it can work, right? So Waktomo can't play, like he's injured. These guys are coming back with an injury, so make sure we put them on rehab so their attributes don't take a big hit, especially determination. Okay, because determination can take a major hit when your player is injured. Training, he got injured. Poor thing. Kas was looking like a starter for us this season. Kune as well. All these players have to play. If they're not playing, we have to make them available for under 19 squad. Available for 19s, 90 minutes. Squad available for under 19s. We got to do this every season. Okay. Under 90s. Well, almost all squad, make him available for the under 90s. 90 minutes done. Now we look at our mentoring. Remember what I said, right? Ambitious don't have, if unambitious don't change, right? So look at this guy. Right, so it hasn't changed yet. It's September, so he's only been here for 1 month. Give it 6 months, it still won't change. All right, Paulinho said, thank you. We got our first scout. We're ripping Manchester United of their scouts, Chelsea of their scouts. All right, set up intensive language course, search as for a new scout. Yeah, but I'm hiring a few more, man. Come on. Okay, Hazard. Clement Hazard is coming as our new physio. Bot performance B-. Okay, bot not happy. Okay, all right, let's go. New system. Just for the fun of it, using this new system. Okay. All right, we gotta put Kroik now. Okay, I'm not gonna play Pito. Pito is worth about 180 million for us if we sell him. So I want to sell him, but to sell him, I've got to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play him a lot as well. Get him, but his form hasn't been very good, right? So we want to get him firing again, and I can definitely get strikers firing in this system. All right, okay. We had an advanced forward, so we're gonna play him. Wait, they're playing back three, right? I don't think it's gonna make much of a difference though. We go pressing forward, so we're not so So the ball, because when you play advanced forward, a lot of the attacks are really fast. Yeah. When you play pressing forward, because advanced forward is a focal point of all attacks. All your attacks. So I don't want them to, rush the attack just because an advanced forward is playing. Because you use a target man as well, which could be quite brilliant considering the fact that we are crossing half the time. Walker. The other option is target man. Target man also be quite good. Piper. Okay, Piper comes in, finds Smith. Smith is in the house, baby. Boom, boom. The opening goal. The opening goal, that was fast, man. We are playing, we are again encouraging them to play it inside. We all got players there as well. So it's a battle to see whose trap is better, mine or theirs. Because they've got the players, they have a tactical advantage in the middle too. But I have one more player that they do, right? So, yeah. Anyway, you see what happens? So the Italian pass inside, but we also have players there. Boom, they're having problems. But the problem for me is that they could, right? If they get it out to the wing back, then I might be in trouble. So we gotta keep the line high, so that the back line is, see where the wing backs are, the full backs are, right, all the way up there. So he keeps their wing back spin. Number two, baby. The system is absolutely on fire. Madsen now out to the Kroik. the Croix sets up Jacobs, man. The poacher is such a sweet role. Jacobs finds the back of the net. It's 2. Now they go into the center. Boom. Trapped. Worked. The transition is away. We got Spiss now. Out to Junior. Junior out to Smith. Finds Neves. Neves looks for Smith. Smith turns back. He can't cross the ball. That's why he's doing that. Yeboah now to Johnny. And remember, we're using an underlap throw. The widest player is always looking for inside runs. Junior now. Out to the widest player. Smith. He's not going to play the crazy pass. We're not playing pass into space as well. No thanks. We're not going to give the ball away to a team that potentially has 3 players in the transition to attack us. Neves to Junior. Junior to Yeboah. Okay, comes up with the pass. Jacobs in. Smith goes to Panovic, the fullback. Yeboah now. Oh, do I? We could. Okay, I tell you what we'll do. Just for the fun of it. Okay, I know these guys are. They are not. I thought they were coming in narrow because of the positioning. I don't need them to be wider. No thanks. We don't want that. Madsen out to Neves. Neves out to Smith. Smith comes inside, plays the pass because our width isn't so wide. Okay, now we go increase the width to fairly wide. Smith now. Madsen. Oh, that's a terrible pass, but the boy's aggression is the defensive line. It works. Yep, he's there. Yeboah now. Yeboah out to Junior. Junior out to Neves. Neves now looks for options. Piper back. Oh, what a ball to Croix, but I think he's offside. Yeah. Oh, that wasn't offside. The Croix was in. Now we got another corner. 14 minutes in. Bayer Leverkusen already 2-0 up. Madsen to Jacobs. Jacobs drops one into the far post where Junior is brought down by Adrio. The O's. Oh no. Oh no. What have you done? You've given away a penalty. Okay, here we go. There comes Rocky, our set piece taker. Here's our goalkeeper. Of course, he passes it to Walker. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Just the fun thing about my streams. We always ask our goalkeepers to take penalties, corners, you know what I mean? No, not corners, but penalties. Guys, you know what my percentage of possession is in this game? Just check out my possession numbers, okay? All right. And check out our possession numbers in this game. The trap is working so well, they can't play the passes. They'll be giving us the ball. Yeah. Yeboah, Piper, Jacobs, looks for option. There's no pass into space. So pressing forward goes in, looks for a chance, can't find one, gets us a corner. And we have a corner. Jacobs will take this. You guys gonna want to find out the possession number. I just saw the possession number and my eye went, what? Say what? Okay, here's another corner. We've been playing in their half exclusively. Jacobs at the corner, goes in again, near post, delivery, didn't really find a hit. They clear the danger again. All right, there we go. Check out the possession numbers in this game as it stands. Without trap inside. Ladies and gentlemen, 87% possession, 27 minutes in. We basically looked at their 5-2-2-1. We kept our trap inside. We are still using our OIs. We're telling them, you're going to have the ball. Tell you, the wingbacks are being forced to pass inside. Every time they pass the ball inside, our DMs and our shadow strikers and our playmakers are jumping on top of them. Their AP has been starved of service. Their AM has been starved of service. Their striker has seen no shots. Let's keep this up. And we're not using our best players on the pitch. That Paunovic is a player I want to sell. He's got low aggression. Johnny is tired. He says he wants to go on a holiday. So I've given him a rest from training for 2 weeks, but that does not include game time. So he's probably quite pissed. Oh no, he's so pissed. He's given away the ball. This is coming in. We were so happy. This is berate time. The first time he lost possession of the ball. That is because Johnny, lazy bum. Paunovic, we're getting so comfortable. They have had one shot. Again, they're looking for the opportunity. Johnny's not running, he's walking. Kraft. Okay, here we no. Nice. I think something has changed with the AI. I wonder what. I think they got even more defensive. They're quite deep now. Turns, what a turn from the Croix, man. Yeboah comes in. Yeboah slips a beautiful pass to Smith, but he missed it, man. He missed a great chance. We are still on 84% possession. 35 minutes in, it's 80% possession. Johnny now. Okay, Smith with the ball. Oh no, that's a terrible pass. That's a terrible pass. Okay, we read that. We won the ball back. It's okay. We're keeping the possession. We're on attacking mentality. Our tempo is really high. Okay, and we have 87% possession. I think it's 84 now. So every time people tell you, right, you want to play a high possession tactic and you must play a balanced mentality and you have to play really short passing, tempo has to be low. Yeah, right. Okay, enough said. Okay. Sometimes it's about forcing the opposition into a no situation, right? A situation where they can't really use the ball effectively. They end up giving you the ball. So 42 minutes in. I think it will level out at about 75, most likely. I don't think it's ever going to go to like 80. Yeah, but 80% is crazy, man. 87? Yeah. Johnny with the ball. Yeboah now finds Pauno. Pauno is in the house. Pauno says, huh? Madsen has scored. Why do you give me a penalty for? The game is so confused. The game is absolutely confused. It gave us a penalty. Such is the confusion from the AI. It doesn't know what's going on anymore. Paunovic with a brilliant ball. At that point, they gave us a penalty. Their players are confused. Nuremberg 1-0 up against Dinamo Dresden. Again, they've given away the ball. Madsen, they have no options to pass the ball. We have done our job with our opposition instructions and our trap. It's worked brilliantly. They have nothing. They have got no passes on. We told them to pass the ball inside. They learn our options and they give away the ball again. The traps are brilliant. The Croix now. Now to Smith. Smith points. Neves is onside. It's another ripping the whole of this team's defense is being ripped apart. They can't use the ball. Absolutely brilliant football from Bayer Leverkusen. As the trap inside, along with the opposition instructions, have shattered any hope for Hanover. It's a 4-0 at halftime, and we still can bring on Pito, our last season's top scorer. And then we've got Jacobs, who is a really fast fullback. Okay, so let's look at the numbers at halftime. Smith, what is this? Chill. Yeah, chill. Relax. It's 76% possession at the moment. Yeah, the numbers drop to something that SI will say is we can't see those kind of numbers, man. Okay, Johnny is okay. All right, we're gonna bring on Jose Bravo for the second half. Yep, at halftime. Yeah, we're gonna have some pace on the pitch. That's it. And then we'll say nothing and go out. I mean, Wagner said everything that needs to be said, I guess. 45 minutes in. Ball goes long, straight to our keeper. Rocky keeps the ball on the ground. Junior. Out to Smith. Yep, the halfback, the defense has no... They for the first time, our players have been lax in their passing. They've been lax in their passing. Gonna berate them one more time. Berate. The only shout I want to use right now. Okay, 76% possession. Jacobs far post. Possession was never the goal. It was never the goal. It was just a byproduct of the tactical system. I didn't set out to create a possession tactic. I set out to create a tactic where the opposition will get stifled. That's all. So that was my goal. My goal was to stifle the opposition. And as a result, I think we did, to a large extent, stifle the opposition. They're getting, I think, 1 or 2 chances now, which is quite good. They definitely made a tactical change. I just haven't sat down to take a look at it, but I'm not going to react to it. Yeah. We're just going to play our game. Rocky with a free kick into the area. Jacobs with a header. Walker with a simple gather. Okay, we're going to drop it down to balanced. Yeah, just like we did the last game, so our players don't get too tired. It's just to start the season. Rocky with another free kick. Walker tips it over. And we get another corner. Hey, we're going to go to the near post. 4-0, first half. Mahmoud's clearance goes to Adrio. They are attacking midfielder, but he puts the ball out to touch. My word, he's got no options as well. All right, key highlights. Yeah, I just realized we are on comprehensive highlights because, we want to see how the traps work, right? Bravo. Out to Piper. Piper to Jacobs. Jacobs looks up. Yep, he's got options, but he's decided to buy a free kick. It's outside the area, so it will not be a penalty. It will not be a penalty. Jacobs with a free kick. Goes deep. Piper's header was not close. Okay, time for us to make changes. Players are going to be tired. We're going to bring on Shuaku. We're going to bring on Pito for, I guess, no, I think no. I'm going to undo some things. Shuaku came on, he's looking complacent. We're going to bring on Lukao instead. Yeah. Lukao is complacent as well. All these fellas go for training. They don't bother to improve. Okay. Pito on 4. I think we keep Pito on the bench. Okay, we're going to Regoli for smites. Okay, that's 2. Okay, that's it. Yeah, we've got a free kick. Bombo. Hey, I think he's our former player. It's the first real time Rockies had to make a save in this entire match. It's off a set piece. If they score from this, no justice. We had a brilliant game. We kept them. It just fell for our defensive line traps. It all worked brilliantly. And we destroyed their formation, man. We didn't have to do anything. We just played to our strengths. Okay, Pito will now come on for Jacobs. We'll give him a chance to rest, and then that's it. I think that's all the changes we're going to make. Raku can sit down. He's complacent. He doesn't have to take to the pitch. Full-time score, 4-0. All the damage done in the first half. Some great goals. XG was really high for some of these goals. Look at that, 0. This is the highest I've seen, man. And it's not even... One of them was a penalty that it could have been more. Our keeper missed the penalty. Yeah. Third game of the season. We've already got a goal difference of 11. Our first game was a 5-2-2-1, and we used the box. So we got 4-0, 2 clean sheets in a row. Looking at analytical data, this is a penalty, right? 0.87, but we had a shot at goal 0.70 and 0.7 XG. 0.7, then we got one more here, 0.37, and then we got one more goal here, 0.28. We got another chance here, 0.20. So a lot of great chances being created by the players. Now you see the heat map. The entire game literally was played in the center. If you look at the heat map, right? Okay. For both teams, the whole game played in the center. Because you can kind of tell, you do a trap inside OIs, right? So our trap inside was set for the center. So we wanted the AI to play in the middle. The AI played in the middle. I hardly went to the flanks, right? Look at Hanover. That's the XG. This is where the AI spent most of his time. And then we also spend most of our time there. I laugh. I find it quite funny. Yeah. Quite good. We gain possession basically in the center as well. See that? This is where we gain our possession. forcing them into mistakes, and they kept making mistakes here. The center, of course, on the sides too. Yeah, but predominantly they lost possession in the middle. Showing me that our traps worked. 4.440 XG. Data Hub. Now the Data Hub will have accurate numbers. My non-expected goals after 3 games, 2.76. Goals per game, 4. Conceded per game, 0.33. Expected goals against per game, 0.58. If you look at all the numbers, after 3 games is when the game kicks in. XG, 9.1. XG against. Wow, we are not the team with the best defensive record right now in terms of giving away chances. The best team is Stuttgart, Eintracht, Bayern, Borussia Dortmund, and then is Bayer Leverkusen. I actually thought I was one of the best in terms of where we are playing in the opposition. We are playing in the opposition half. Our pressing intensity, and see, the opposite, even with us playing the tactical system that we do, right? It's a 4-2-2-2, right? Both the systems I deployed are showing me that we are not giving the opposition time and space on the ball. Jansen, that's done. Okay, now Johnny, I'm not putting on a holiday. I think resting. Yeah, you don't go for training, right? Yeah, you don't go for. The thing is now he's resting, right? Yeah, he needs a rest. So training, let's go to his training, and then go to his rest, and then we give him 1 week rest from training. Okay, all right. We just giving game time. PSG made an offer of 15 million for Filip Marjanovic. Okay, history. We can make money from him, so yeah, why not? Okay, I don't want this. I want percentage of next sales. I'm not gonna make a lot of money from him. His value is about 19 million, right? So we definitely want value from him. So what you can do when you want value from a player, 13.5, you can go into installments, and that's the easiest way. So you just jack up the thing, go 5 million here. Now it's about 18 million. So you got him for your value. Your value should be 20, within the range of that. But we got the percentage of next sale here. So it's not you can make it cheaper for clubs, because sometimes these clubs, they won't sell their players for a high cash up front, but you can definitely sell them for high cash in installments. So you got put another 10. So now what we've got is about 23 million. That's okay. Over time, this is what they're going to pay us. So let's see if this works. Percentage of next sale is 25%. We suggest the terms of PSG. See whether they want it. I could jack it up a bit more, get greedy. 23 PSG, right? 10 million. So honestly, I'm selling him more than his value. Now, interestingly, this guy doesn't play for me regularly. So the only thing he can do is go somewhere else, right? And then we try to sell him for near his transfer value. Suggest terms, cancel. Sometimes the clubs don't want him. Sometimes if you see more than one club interested, then you can start doing an auction. An auction is much more easier, but then it's time consuming. You gotta play the game. So 16, now they've come back to me with 22 million, which is closer to our valuation of the player. So I'm going to remove this, add percentage on next sale. I want 10% now. 16.75, we can jack this up. I don't want appearances. We can remove this. I'm not interested. So we'll just go to 20 is still a decent value. So I got installments to 3 installments. They can give us the next 3 installments at 2.4, and then we'll give it to 22.5, which is basically quite a good offer, because I take a percentage on the next sale, which is 10%. Okay, so net, I say that if we do sell him, we're selling him for a good chunk of his value. In case he leaves, I get 10% on next sale. If you want to play if you think that he's got a lot of potential, then go to 50%. Then you drop everything else, right? Then you're selling it for what would be close to 19 million. So let's see if that works. Sometimes you want to gamble. I'm just selling for value, but banking that when he leaves this club, he'll be more valuable. So suggest terms. No, they want percentage of profit from next sale. I don't want this. I still want percentage of next sale. We go to 15%, 18, 19, 25. They probably will say no, because no club wants this. Then remove this. I don't want international games. So it's not 21 with 15%. Right? Okay. Suggest. They bought it. So right now, what I like is the fact that he's 19 million, right? So I'm going to get 20. I'm going to get back my money, my value for him, right? So it's 22 million. I love that, okay? But I got percentage on next sale. So honestly, if he does go, I get 15% of whatever they sell him for. So to me, that's a win-win situation, especially for a player that isn't playing. Now, if I wanted to, what I could do is accept this offer first, right? See, England, Arsenal also want him, right? Okay. We accept the offer first. Okay. All right. Now, the value was what? 22 million, right? 22 million. So I come inside here, transfer status. Okay. That's 22 million. Okay. I go to the transfer room. I come in here and I put in 20 million. Okay. Additional fees. 3 installments. We go in for another 2 so 22.5 million. I put him out in the market, right? And see if anybody else wants him. Okay, so this is the baseline. So I know that there's some club that wants to put 22.5, right? Okay, offer. I have time, no? Okay, so as agreed to leave the club, but it's not as a transfer window. That's a problem. If the transfer window was longer, right? That is exactly how I would kick off the auction, because if because the transfer window is closing, we don't have much time to do this. Right? Transfer window closes here, but if this was earlier, that's exactly what I would have done. I would have accepted the offer, right? Then I would have put out the another offer which matched. I offer him out through the transfer room for the same value again, and then if Arsenal were to come back, I would cancel the deal with PSG, because you can if you come in here, you can come in here and then cancel it. So you cancel. So you're playing this auction game in the game, but yeah, it's time consuming. It's time consuming, and we'll do it later, some other season. What's the main attribute you look for in a goalkeeper? I think for me, a lot of it depends on your style of play. So for me, there is no main attribute. It depends on what you do in a game. Like, for example, if you're a defensive team, you're always defending crosses, counter-attacking, defending crosses. Aero reach becomes really important because you're defending against the cross. So your keeper better have good aero reach and handling. Then in all other cases, I look at reflexes. So then it would be just three. These three are the reflexes. These are the three that I look at: aero reach, handling, and reflexes. Because they apply to like different kinds of games, right? So in our sense, we got a keeper called Rocky. His air reach is 16. His handling is 16. His reflexes is 17. He's a bit balanced. Yeah, it's not bad. I don't think he's ever gonna get better. It's not in my general interest to create a tactic which is centered around crossing. Yeah, so I would prefer him to have higher attributes for that. Okay, so we've got Nedved is coming. Yay. Irala said to move on loan to Burnley. That's good news. So now our scouting. Let's check out our knowledge first. Our scouting coverage and world knowledge. Holy cow. Check out the world. I mean, I seriously am miffed I cannot get Greenland. I want Greenland at all costs, And all these stupid islands here. And all these small little islands here. All these small little islands. And that's all I want, baby. I want this. I want Greenland, but there's no Greenland in this game. I can't send my scouts to Greenland. But the thing is, Greenland is Denmark, right? Okay, so Greenland basically belongs to Denmark. So we go scouting. You see here, if I, for example, let's find a scout, right? Okay, so staff search, right? Okay, we edit the search and then we look for a scout, right? Okay, scouting. Okay, we're looking for staff, recruitment team, scout. Okay, all right, we're looking for a scout. Now, done. Okay, we're looking for a scout. Now I want a scout with edit search. I want nationality. So problematic. I got to create a new condition. Nationality, Denmark. Because it's part of that, I mean, Denmark. I mean, Greenland is part of Denmark, right? So we only got one guy here. Does he have knowledge of Greenland? Doesn't have. So I'm looking for all, because this whole portion is Denmark, right? Yeah. Greenland is part of Denmark, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see if I'm stupid or I've been practicing. my geography, right? Greenland, Denmark. I'm pretty certain. Greenland and Denmark. Autonomous territory of the Kingdom of Denmark. I was right now. Yeah. Okay. So let's look for more scouts. Okay. So we remove the personality. So these are all our Danish scouts. Okay. All right. So I don't want coach. I want scout. Yeah, we got scouts, right? Okay. So let's see if where's the job? Okay. Club job. Yeah, okay. Get more scouts. Okay. So we find one Danish scout, Castle Campbell. Do any one of them have Greenland? You see that? Oh, Denmark, Faroe Islands, Sweden, Denmark. Why not Greenland? It's part of one of their territories. Right? So I sometimes I go through the game, right? I'm obsessed with this, though. I'm like, so I went there. It was one day I went, damn it, I want Greenland. So I'm looking. There's no one. Not one of these guys gives me Greenland. They got the Faroe Islands, for heaven's sakes, but they don't have Greenland. It's not like I can scout the freaking Faroe Islands, right? Send a scout to Greenland. Okay. Scouting. Create assignment. Okay, let's create a recruitment focus and then any position or tactic. Area. Choose an area. Nation. Europe. The Faroe Islands. Okay. Where's Greenland? Oh, Greenland. Because it's part of Denmark, right? Yeah, send to Denmark. Never mind. We send to Denmark. Okay, that's it. I don't care. I have to get my freaking Greenland now. I don't care. I want Greenland because it's a I know. I agree with you. I've never seen a player from Greenland too, right? I've never seen one, okay? Give me a player born in Greenland, I don't mind. Okay. Yeah, Greenland. Yeah. See, Green Island. There's a club called Green Island, Northern Ireland. That's about it. That's about it. I want. I know it's irrational. Okay, but come on, we got the whole world in our hands. God, I couldn't help myself. Yeah, we got the whole world scouting coverage. Look at that, we got the whole world except for Greenland. It's part of Denmark. It is. Why can't Greenland light up? Because it's part of Denmark. Hey, look, there are footballers in Greenland. Football in Greenland. Association football is the most popular and national sport of Greenland. It is an official sport in Greenland. Yeah, there's a proposal to even replace the Nuuk Stadium with a new stadium called Arctic Stadium. The Football Association of Greenland was founded in 1971. It's not a member of FIFA or any of its confederations, but was a member of the IFU. No wonder it is not in the game. Yeah, but they are dependency. They are not FIFA members. Although the Faroe Islands, another dependency of Denmark, is a member. Let's see. Not fair. Greenland is considered part of Denmark for the purposes of international football. How Greenland has still been fighting to join UEFA. Okay, so basically the reason why Greenland is not in the game, basically, to cut a long story short, is Greenland's problem. It's not my fault, it's Greenland's fault. Okay? It's not it's their fault. It's their fault. It's their fault. Okay? So now we search for a player who's born in Greenland. Okay? Alright. Players in range, we edit search. Okay, this is me being crazy already. Okay? Alright. All the filters gone. We don't use any of these filters. Nothing, no division, nothing. Okay, we're gonna sign a player who was born in Greenland. At do we in general, right? It should be in general. Date of birth. Nation of birth. That's Denmark lah. It cannot be nation of birth. It must be city of birth. Place of birth. Okay, place of birth. Contains Greenland. What's the capital of Greenland? Okay. Capital. Biggest city in Greenland. Nuuk. Okay, alright. N-U-U-K. We're excited. I'm waiting. No? And to the age of 45. Okay. Place of birth contains Nuuk. No Nuuk. No Nook. We can't sign a player because there is no player, right? Okay, all right. Yeah, Nooka. That's it. I added Nook. Contains Nook. Okay, now we look for a staff member. Okay. This is the obsession that I have. I'm sorry. I know it is very, very crazy, but hey, look, cannot be helped. Okay. I'm an idiot. Okay. General. Nation or birth? No. Place or birth? That's the one. Contains Nook. No, I cannot edit. See, use edit pen. What's edit pen? I'm using the edit pen. No, I cannot. Edit pen. No? Okay. Show all staffs in search. Cannot. No. I don't want to do that. No. I don't want to do something that uses the editor to put the play in or use the editor to find him. No, that would be... Then it won't be worth a story, right? Yeah. I want to find him the proper way. I don't have to see all players. It's okay. It's all right. We're trying it. I was trying it. I could edit. But it's too bad. It's okay. It's okay. It's my obsession. It's a small little problem because I've always been able to achieve 100% or close to 100% not transfer knowledge. Not difficult to do this game, right? I mean, of course, this is green like that. I'm not at 100%. No, there are small little areas here. To get all this right, you basically regions is easy. Then you go to nations. Then you know what you're missing, like Canada. You go to Canada. Then you can send all the scouts to all these other places, right? Then we can improve the knowledge of all these. Like Indonesia, I can send a scout there. Or the easiest way I find is I just go and hire Indonesian. Then we get Indonesia. Then we go hire a scout for here. Then we get the whole world. That's the easiest way. Yeah. If you want to get maximum, right, you just find a scout that nationality. So like now, if I wanted to, we go to staff search. We go and find staff search. I did that before. You know, some crazy day I was like, okay, I want the whole world. Okay, so nationality is Indonesian. Oh man. Nationality Indonesian. Asia, Indonesia. Ding, 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 ding. Then we go Indonesian. Scout. Don't have no Indonesian scouts in my game. That's the only reason why I cannot lock in all these other nations. So I want to use that because if I use the pen, we can get it done very easily because we do a search and then we find it using the pen. But then that would be, in my opinion, would have been using a way that wasn't by design, I guess. Yeah. Transfer deadline today, decline, we're not taking part. Transfer window is closing. Hey, we better... Oh, that's it. No, all the transfers are going to happen today. Bayer Leverkusen, Allegria is off the mark. What position did he play? I better be playing the correct position. Bloody hell. No, where is he? No news. Oh, he scored a goal for Midtjylland, 1-0 success over Brøndby. Where did he play? He plays a winger in this game, I bet. Yeah, he plays a winger. It's okay. I'd rather him play forward. Tottenham make winter melon, watermelon offer. Offers made for Malkowski. Well, Eintracht Frankfurt want my player for 25 million. That's only to strengthen him further. Sorry. Out. I think it's going to PSG anyway. Schalke make Archach offer. Nope, I'm not strengthening all of the teams that play against me. It's going to be AMC. And then it's can be recall. They take him, they play him by... what is Torino playing? We better check what the tactic is. No way, man. Reject. They'll use him as a wing back. Forget it. No way. No point. How you been doing? Winning? Yeah. Look at that data hub, baby. 4 goals per game. Non-penalty XG. 2.76. 0.33 considered. Expected goals per game. 0.58. We have been massacring teams with our trap inside. We are superb defensively. They are falling for our traps and they're giving us goals. Yeah, so in attacking numbers is pretty solid. Defending also has been superb. Yeah. We final third passes against per game 52 ni. Yeah. Trap, yeah, I'm using a trap inside, but tactical, you know, you gotta, when you use these kind of things like trap inside, you gotta kind of like play to your tactic. You gotta know what, you kind of go into the game and go, this is what I'm planning to do, this is how I'm gonna use on my tactic, this is how I'm gonna have my tactic set up, and then you're playing to your tactic. Yeah. Trap inside is not instruction that you should be just you dropping in willy-nilly, you know. It's a very dangerous thing to do in this game. The worst thing that people can do, the most dangerous thing that the people can do in this game is to use what I think is the hardest to work instruction, the pressing trap, to make it work. The way you should do this is, I did a video on this before, which is to use it in conjunction with the opposition instructions and the kind of formation you're using. Yeah, you can use volantes as well, but the problem with I'm definitely using DMs in this system. That's why I'm using the trap inside. I need these guys not to run up, so that when the trap triggers, they're in the position to win the ball, and they have to have high aggression. But even with high aggression, I'm expecting my strikers to come back. Yeah. All right, so we got our players. So we got 5 days to go, so we shouldn't worry about this. My client is unhappy. Decline. I'm not talking to him. Loan offers made for Malkowski. Future 7.5 million. Reject. Yeah. I want to sell him for value. Tottenham make Malkowski offer 14.55. Oh, this is not bad actually, but this is 14 and 5, 19.5, right? See, Malkowski, is he going or not? Transfer out. Here we got transfer to Eintracht Frankfurt has been rejected. So a transfer came in from Tottenham and they want to put in 27.5. I mean, if he plays, he's got the age, right? So he could end up playing those games. There's Tottenham also, maybe. Yeah. Which one I might agree. I know the profit from next year is 20%. It's not a lot of money, but this meets my condition, which is I need to sell him for at least Malkowski. He's a decent defender, you know. Yeah, reject. Sorry, Malkowski. You're going to be stuck in my club, man. He's going to be stuck in our club forever. He's never going to leave because I'm the sort of person. This guy's got development potential. He's 16 years old. They want him to go. If he goes, let's look at this. 1, 2, 3. He's only got one more season and he's got homegrown at club. Forget it. Stuttgart had made an offer to loan Jerry De Cruyff. Not happening. Not to Stuttgart. Not to any of these clubs. It's not risky business if you know what you're doing. Yeah. Traps, and I wouldn't recommend traps. I honestly, when I do my guides or whatever, right, I never recommend people use. I've never asked people to use traps because I think it's far more easier to get them wrong. I would never recommend them. Yeah, but I use them myself, and then people go like, "Why? But you say don't use it," and I go like, "The reason why I say don't use it is because it's easier to get it wrong. The more often than not, you get it wrong. So it's kind of like, I know I say one thing and I do another. Because the explanation, it's kind of like evolve. I don't need a good keeper coming out. The trap inside hasn't got anything to do with the keeper. Yeah. But it can fail spectacularly if you don't spot things like, is it too easy for my defensive line to get opened up? Just now, my defensive line was opened up a few times. I think I saw some inside passes that were happening and it was like making me a bit concerned. So I actually made changes to my defensive line and my trigger press as well during the game. Everybody coming in for Mika Achach. I want him to stay at the club because I think he has got potential to develop. Right, so a defender, I know he's got more to offer. But we keep on developing him. He just come through. So there's no point me selling him now. So we can develop him, let him go. Let him develop. He's already got 12 and 11 for concentration. These are good attributes to have early. Oh, the AI is smart. AI is coming for him. No? You trap outside. Okay. But you also get counter attacks on the flank. So wherever you trap, right, you're going to get counter attacks generally in that direction. Schalke, I made a non-negotiable offer. Will you stay away from? Okay, that's it. I didn't want to play hardball with everybody, but we'll do that now. Okay. Transfer. Reject all transfer offers. Can I reject all offers? Yeah, reject all transfer offers. Confirm. Automatically we reject. I expect Malkowski offer 14, 18, 20 games. Reject. Preferred position EMC. Non-negotiable. Can be recalled. Suggest. They say cancel. Okay, no chance. Okay, sorry. I was muted. I was coughing. That's why I muted myself. Maybe it was the advertisement. The advertisement came in and said, we better mute the guy. Could happen. Yeah, Twitch and it's what to do. Okay, we got Champions League against Barcelona, but that would not be. Bediran Aslan, what is your problem? You're a loan low for him. What, did I make you a promise? You shut up. Transfer status, transfer listed. Expect all transfer listed. Anything, confirm. You're gone. You make so much noise. You sit down one corner. A guy got angry. Who did the palm? I'm angry. You never make a promise. That's it. Gone. Transfer list you. That's my style of management. Okay. All right. All rejected some more. Sorry, I can't help it. My own staff got their own brains. You're Leverkusen now. What do you mean? I'm Leverkusen now. I've been managing Leverkusen. This is the Destiny stream where I manage Leverkusen. And all the people who are watching the stream, the ones who are subscribers, they've got players in this safe that they are trying to stop me from winning a title. They all have players in it, man. They got stakes, man. I think Kimpik Moni and Spurs, Kimpik Moni and who's not here today, and quite a few guys. They literally own clubs. They will control clubs. So not fair. I hoping they were around so that I don't start the season. They might want to transfer their players or put in money into their clubs. Yeah. They literally control whole clubs. At one point, I was literally facing 4 clubs trying to stop me. No, I'm not doing Schalke. Yeah, no. No. I'm doing a start with safe with other clubs. Yeah. But I don't think Schalke is on that list. Yeah. Look out. Hey, that's it. Look out. Long conversation. Time for me to transfer list you. One player criticized Ray Urban. Becker with my hands. Okay. I feel you criticize a person error far too often, lady. Escalate the thing now. Okay, gotta look out. Not happy with you. Okay. Now I start a war with my players. I do that, when things are too easy. Everybody is problematic, transfer status, transfer listed. Now we transfer listed. What? Transfer value 75. Die. Go cheap. Okay, confirm. Okay. No wonder he's unhappy. He's been transfer listed for the longest time. I forgot though. I forgot it was transfer listed. Yeah. I really forgot. I honestly forgot it was transfer listed. I basically threw the boot at him without remembering it was transfer listed. Man, I got so many players who are transfer listed asking to leave, wants a new challenge, Chwaku. Yeah. I don't mind. If these guys leave, I'm in trouble at 2049. So I got a plan next season to get a few more DMs. Okay, we got Bravo. Yeboah to play in the center, Chwaku. Then we got another striker to come in. I think we're still resting our man, our champion defender. So Worms will play. Junior will back him up. Lloyd Horn is fit. These guys have to come back. Yeah, they come back to full fitness. Lagoli will start. Malkowski will be on the bench for Chwaku. Chwaku can sit down quietly. Lukau wants to leave the club. He can sit down quietly. He can sit down one corner and we will swap position with Chwaku. Okay, all right, let's go. All right, we are off into the blue sunset against. I have not checked their formation, so it's a 4-4-2. I think we're still playing it the same way. I'm going to drop it down to positive now. Just because I think we should just start a bit more cautiously. Pass into space at the moment is a bit aggressive. Yeah, but we'll see. Piper. They're also running forward. Remember they have a 4-4-2. Yeboah, Piper. What a pass to Jacobs. Hits the woodwork immediately. It's our first chance of the game. The first chance created, oh my goodness, right into the woodwork. Okay, AF. So our last game, we had 87% possession at halftime? Of course, the number fell to about 76 by full time. I'm not going for possession once again, but I kind of a bit worried. Too much possession. Jacobs with the ball. Puts it up. Comes straight to our... Oh, that was dangerous. What a kick, man. We got to be careful. The keeper can definitely send a long ball and they can bypass the whole trap. There's no need for a trap, no. A proper Liverpool fan. Wow, you know that if he goes up, right, my trap is useless, man. Yeah, it's going to be useless, no, because all the keeper needs to do is kick the ball. This is yeah, man, this is a bit of a forcing me to rethink whether the trap can work here. Because all the keeper is doing kick. Let's watch if the keeper kicks the ball again. Oh, Mali. Classico. No, I didn't really watch the Classico. Yeah, I did not watch the game. I had to watch the game. The only Classico I saw this weekend was Arsenal play United in the FA Cup. That was really classic so far. It was a great game. I thought it was a fantastic game for Arsenal. I know, for United rather, not Arsenal. Arsenal didn't show up again. Open play kind of failed, those guys. Okay, Bayer Lev and Borussia Mönchengladbach still 0-0, but I think Madsen has to come off and it will bring on the more wily Gianfranco Costanzo, but I think he's better at creating. Oh no, then we are undo. I don't think that's a good idea. We bring on Pito. Okay. Costanzo can come into Piper's position, but not the other way around. Okay, let's go. We got Piper and then we got Manuel De Mayo, right? So they all can play their position. Okay. All right. We're going to ask Pito also picked up a yellow card. Oh, there's a lot of aggression by these guys. Okay. So we are going to change you to a pressing for an attack. Yeah, my PIs are asking you to do all the hard work. Then you might as well just... Okay. All right. Maybe... Okay, we don't have pass into space. Wait a minute. Why is it so narrow? Okay, go. Boom. That was for the 5-2-3 just now, not for this. 67 minutes. Get him. Pressure. Okay, good. Push. Bravo with the header. Yaboa. Back to Worms. The youngster finds Neves to Junior. Out to Neves, finds Piper. We shifted our passing because we didn't need to be so... Because that was only for the 5-2-3, not for this formation. Alright, done. Okay, now we can bring off Rigoli. Smith is... Okay, I'm very wary about changing, taking off the two DMs because the other two DMs don't leave the club. I'm worried they might stab me in the back before they leave. Okay, they change formations. All right. Okay, we're gonna go attacking. I'm gonna Piper will come off for. De Mayo, Costanzo. Costanzo will come on now. Then we will get Chwaku to come over Neves. Alright guys, let's go. Let's see if we can get something from this. 0-0 against Borussia Mönchengladbach. This is like a tough game, but nothing. I mean, defensively solid, but we couldn't get too many goal scoring opportunities against them. They played well. They played well. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, the whole penalty, right? Yeah, the penalty was dodgy. United never deserved to lose the game. Yeah, they did not deserve to lose the game. Okay, we didn't lose, so we're on a really good streak of not conceding. So far, let's look at our scouting, and then we have got a new one, right? I didn't give it a name. We got Denmark. Hopefully you find we sent somebody to Denmark and he found someone already. Karsten Larsen. Hey, Real James King. Thanks for the follow. Yeah. Look at this, right? We already found somebody there. And then we've got a new one, right? I just created one for the playmaker, right? So we need one playmaker. So I come in with some recommendations already. We got Sember Boni. We did check this one out earlier. I didn't like him because his concentration, bravery. There are three more. They do what we call a CA check. Basically, what the game does is a current ability check to see whether or not they meet my requirements. Which is inside here, right? So these are my requirements. So he's doing a CA check. Miguel, I mean, would I sign him? No way. Because of his low aggression. Now, this player, oh, wow, this is interesting. Even without a CA check, I'll sign him, man. Okay, that's it. Arabi, you're worth 17, 13.5. We're going in. Transfer. Ask agent about availability. 9.2 to 14 million. We are taking him off your hands, man. Make an offer of 14 million. Ting, 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 ting. He's going to be my player, man. Okay, I give you 14 plus 16, 17, 18, 17. You know why I'm signing him? First, his personality is professional. Second, his aggression is 16. There is a no doubt in my mind he's coming. I'm going to build an entire team around Arabi. Boy. You stupid boy. Ask verbs and not a move. Handshake. Come on. And quick chat. He doesn't want to go. Worms no faith. He's good, Arabi. Arabi is good. We gotta get him. Arabi is very good because of his aggression. He's got very high aggression. It's like the gold mine attribute. For me, it's the golden attribute in the game right now. Yeah. You get high aggression. You got it, man. Your team is gonna do all kinds of fantastic things in midfield. Look at I got aggression as an attribute across my team and I'm tracking it. So like my starting 11, I know where some players are lacking aggression, like here. Madsen, probably I'm going to sell him. He's not going to be staying in my club. I'm going to let him go. Then we got this guy, John Jacobs. His aggression is passable. Striker's not so critical to have high aggression. But midfielders and fullbacks, right? I always go for aggression. They always do really well. Neves, 11, his aggression is low. Have you noticed he doesn't always perform really well in midfield? Yeah. So the ones I have right now, the one to leave the club, are players that basically, there's a lot of ongoing drama between me and them. Okay, like this guy Chwaku, 9 aggression, ongoing drama with the two of us. Lukau, ongoing drama, me and him. Why? Because every time he wins the ball through a header, right, he gives it to the opposition. That's why I got a problem with him. So you look at his heading. Even though he's good, right, his jumping range is there. But every time Lukau wins the header, he gives it to the opposition. Yeah, 9 header. That's why his second ball is not that phenomenal. So we got Johnny. Johnny is a solid, but he's a defender. So I'm looking, we are definitely going to extend the search next season for our DMs. We're going to have more DMs because I'm like a hardcore DM player. I will always have a lot of DMs in my team. So this guy, we got Omer Begovic, right? So I don't care. He's going to go. It's too low aggression. So if I come in here, aggression-wise, got Matthias Kass, this central defender. If I want to push him up, right, the only thing that's holding me back is, as a midfielder, he can't play that role, but as a defender, he'll be supremely good. So I'm never letting him go. Okay. Ineligible, yeah, above the age requirement. So, a lot, okay. Squad, move to, he's in the senior team. Yeah. So he's registered for my team, so he gets first team. He should get first team action. And what else have we got? We got nobody else here. Yeah, no one. Then we got this guy, Alexa Ferratovic. Never gonna play for me. So I might know these guys all don't have the aggression. They will never play for me. Who's this? Ariel Woods. Yeah, anticipation is 7. Never playing for me as well. Yeah, it takes 18 years old French player. He's probably going to gain a bit more in anticipation and concentration, or anticipation and some physical attributes, and then he'll peak. Yeah, then he'll never be good enough again. So looking at our scouting, recruitment focus again, I think we better look at the catch-all 24. Yeah. There's one really easy way. Just create one more. Yeah, that's what I did just now, right? To see whether I have DMs, right? So you create a recruitment focus and you go DM, include all others. You just move this down, come this here. Then no. Then you come to, what is it? Height, right? Height, my requirement 1.8. Okay. You come in here, see whether it shows up in any of the others against 25. Because I'm being lazy. I am being very lazy right now. Okay. Because of this check, it will tell me where else I have these DMs. Okay, so we go DM. Yeah, will show up. So there's nothing in the other views. Okay. Nothing in the other views. We had this earlier. Yeah, I can go through this. I'll find nothing. Yeah. No DMs worth looking at. Okay, then we look at our scouting players. No, shortlist. My shortlist. Not your shortlist. So your shortlist has got a lot, right? So my shortlist have probably got these guys. Let's take this all out. Boom, 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 boom. Pick aggression again. Pick it as 12. Come in here. Boom, bam. Okay, what do we have? We got these guys. These are the ones I have scouted, added to my shortlist. So we got one guy called Geiger Counter, 23 years old. Can I use him? 17 aggression, pretty good. But his growth, I mean, look at he's no more. He's not gonna grow anymore. I mean, yeah, a bit like maybe one or two attributes. That's about it. So now there's nobody out there, man. Ready to play, this guy. Passing, marking, he cannot play in a defensive capacity. So if I put him in midfield, he might have a lot of aggression, but this kind of system, gegenpressing or type, no, not gonna be fun. Yeah. I enjoy playing a ball-winning midfielder alongside. Yeah, there's a good combination. Yeah, it's a good combination. Always works. Yeah. Scouter players, let's look at this. Aggression, natural fitness, concentration, can play as a midfielder or a DM. Okay, so defensive midfielder is fine. So these are all the players that we scouted over our time, and then we had aggression of 11, natural fitness of 11, and concentration of 11. These are all the players. Okay, so these are all the players that our scouts have identified. Ayut Yildirim. Okay, sheesh. We gotta add bravery now. Got bravery, anticipation, composure, determination, work rate. Okay, so everything has to be a minimum of 10. Okay. Alright, so everything be a minimum. They're all super players I cannot touch. Yaqub Ali. So he has got high aggression. Okay. His passing is there, his marking is there, his heading is 10. Jumping is 10. Okay. Alright, not bad, not great either. Aggression is 10. But marking, passing, positioning off the ball, no RPM for him. Can be a holding midfielder, that's about it. Kazimi, Chikosri, no thank you. Front Queseda, okay, no thank you. You know why? Okay, we're gonna have to jack this up. That's why I'm stopping at these guys. Okay, so we want this to be the most, and then 11. Okay. And determination, we're gonna bring it out to about 13. Work rate, we're gonna bring out to what I think is acceptable for me. Yeah. This will just make them trainable. Yeah, okay, done. Okay, so who do we have left? We got Salvatore Bruno. What a lot. He's got a lot of room to grow, man. 74 to 106 million. I cannot afford him. Here we got players already developed. Okay. Developed already. So he's... Oh no, I can't touch him. He's one of your players. Fabio Brown, too expensive. Which demands 15 million. Holy cow. Here, if I pay him 106 million, Salvatore Bruno, it's not too bad. 106 million. I mean, he comes in, he starts to play for me straight away. No thanks. Plays short, simple bar, plays no draw, saves all time. No defender. So looking at all these players and see whether I can find a replacement for the players I have. Jakobs, there are ages. Look at the ages. Some 34 years old. Condition, age. Where's age? General. No, again. Alright, yeah, age. See, 50 to 22. The filter is giving me age. That's why I say, I lose out all the things in the game that if FM25 comes around, right, I guarantee you, the guy who's going to have his eyeballs on this is going to be me. If SI come out with the FM25 game having UI bugs, you better come on my video. Because the first thing I'm going to go, the first video that I do, of course, we'll play live stream the first day. That's my plan, okay? Tell you what my plan is for FM25, okay? When I get the game, or if I get the game, when I get the game, not if I get the game, when I get the game, my very first stream will be a live stream. So we'll play the game, we'll all watch it on the same day. That's the plan, okay? But my first video that will come out, it's going to be pass or fail video. That's it. It's going to be simple. Pass or fail. And the thing I'm looking for, I'm not looking for anything else, no. Only looking, my criteria for pass or fail is going to be UI bugs. That's my criteria, UI bugs. If there are UI bugs, it'll be an instant fail for me, because there's something that it's for me, it's maybe I'm being nitpicky. But when you go into the game, something doesn't work. Like, you've given people a chance to filter a search, and it doesn't give you what you want, then I've got to ask a serious question, like, do the filters actually work? Because if the UI doesn't actually work, then how can I trust that the UI is giving me what I want? Okay, because right now I've got age ranges going. I asked the UI to give a filter to give me 15 to 22, but the filter returned me age 29, 32, 34, 27, 34, 22. Apart from that, I've also asked the filter to give me anticipation, concentration for certain attributes, right? So what if it didn't get the age right? How do I trust the rest of the results that have been given to me? Because it's like statistics, right? If one of your numbers, you got to like void the entire test that you run. Which is one of the reasons why whenever somebody were to come to me and do a data-driven search or data-driven test or match engine test or this test, it's pretty hard, no? Because you need to have the safe to validate, right? So for me, that's a game for me. So I can't wait, man. It is terrible. I absolutely detest the filters in Football Manager. They don't work. It's the worst thing. I mean, for me especially, when I'm searching for something, the moment the filter doesn't work, what else doesn't work? Because that's my first question, right? It's going to be your first question. If data in the game doesn't work, then if one line of data gives you a really weird number, then immediately you have to step back and go like, okay, fine. That one line gave me this really bad return. So how do I know the rest of the numbers are accurate? What, now I've got to take it on face value, but the first number is already wrong. So what about the other numbers? So that's the other problem with the game. So when FM25 lands, that's all I'm looking at. So there's going to be a big pass or fail. And the worst thing is this, right? Because I remember how sometimes, people... when somebody tries to explain that it works the way they think it does, or the way it's working. So let me explain. So let's say if you got a feature in the game and someone tells you it's working as designed. Yeah. And then you use the feature and it returns an error. Then I'm going, how is that? So you're telling me that the error is part of the design, because they will tell you, but it's returning us different values here, right? It's returning us correct values. So it's really strange. I don't know. Yeah. So for me, I'm not looking at like the. I know there will be Dave and Sid will be looking at the accuracy of numbers. He will. He's going to do simulations on simulations on simulations about development, and he's going to track every single kit in the game to find out whether there's an outlier in these attributes. He will do it. So I'm not going to do it, because there's two of us doing it. There's no point, right? It's like completely useless, a waste of resources. Because we are not employed by SI, we don't get paid by SI, and I'm not going to bother doing it because I know Dave is going to do it. I mean, if he's okay right now for time. But if he comes out, he will do it. It'll probably take him about 3 weeks to run those simulations before he can say, okay, fine, check, FM25, because some of us will do them. I always do simulations as well. I think for training, I did like 2 weeks worth of simulations. I was simulating for 2 weeks. I know that there are people out there that say training doesn't work, right? Okay, but the thing is, training works the way it's designed, and I do understand SI's design. SI designed training to work as a distribution mechanism. That was always the goal. It was not to make you another Messi. So if I were to train a player as an AP, I will get Messi or something like that. No, you cannot reproduce an identical player. Like if I want to train a Messi, how do I do that? Somebody might go into the game and says, I want to develop a Messi. Okay, Messi and Ronaldo were born that way. What are you going to do? They were born as superstar talents, and then clubs found them when they're young, and they kind of distributed their training in that direction to harness that young potential that they had. So that's what SI are doing, and as far as the game is concerned. So a lot of people are going to look at that. No, Realtors have not been working in SIs in the game since the game came out. Yeah, so that's the thing. Yeah, Brazilian League is easier. I can't play in Brazil. Brazil is like, for me. Okay. If I were to rate every league as a tier in a tier maker, I probably will have to do that. The easiest league, one of the easiest leagues to be good at, is the Brazil League. I will tier it as one of the easiest leagues. It is for me the easiest league. Okay, I don't like to play in easy leagues. If I go into that league, it is easy. I lose interest straight away. It's not a challenge. Because there's certain reasons why I think Brazil is easy. It's a no-brainer league to develop youngsters. No-brainer. You got so many games that you're going to play in. You're going to get superstar upon superstar upon superstar. You get so many superstars, you don't know what to do with them. Yeah, that happened to me once. I stopped playing the game. I only managed in Brazil once, which is why I like to ask the question to other people while managing in Brazil. Is it still very, very easy? Then the feedback I get is usually it is still very, very easy, which is one of the reasons why I don't hate the Brazil anymore. I can't. Brazil is too easy. For tactics, right? The best league I find is Serie A. Serie A is God's gift to tactics, man. Every team is got. It's like you got to think, TikTok, how to break this team. So it's a bit of a challenge. England, right, is tactically not that hard. Yeah, because all teams are playing attacking football. So all you can do is attacking football with you have to have a bit of a counter-attacking strategy built into every single tactic, and you're done. You can simulate and you'll do well. Yeah, so it'll be interesting. Anyway, guys, want to thank everybody for popping on today's stream. You guys have been absolutely sensational. I will be reading anyone tonight because I'm going to go straight in and I'm going to go to work on the next video. And I might come back later if there's time, because tonight Liverpool are playing Forest, right? So I'll probably, in all likelihood, be awake all the way until the Forest game, and I might come back onto the stream. So it's not really nice for me to go and guess what? I'm back and I just raided you. That's terrible. So I want to thank all of you for coming in. You guys have been fantastic. I'll see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow should be bringing a tactics, so bring those tactics. We might even have a save to look at. I'm not sure. I'm going to ask the person who sent me the save whether I can use the save. So you stay safe, take care, have fun, enjoy the game of Football Manager or whatever game you're playing, and have loads of fun. Remember, these are only pixels. They won't get hurt if you hurt them. Bye.